Hello there, everybody. Hello, chat. Hello, Liza. What's happening? Let's see. Okay, looks like Twitch says we're excellent. Whoa, Blackfoot! Thank you so much for your continued support, my man. How you doing? Hello there, Tyro. I'm fine. A little lacking on the, sleep department, but I'm fine. Let's see. Twitch says we're excellent. Streamlabs is running optimally. Chat is scrolling, and the game is running. So, with that, let's go ahead and get this party started by saying, greetings and salutations to you. My name is Featherhoof, and welcome back to another live stream of Xenoblade Chronicles 3, where we are finally in Chapter 7. We have finally hit Chapter 7, and we got a huge info dump at the end of the last chapter. You know, showing that, yes indeed, this game is a direct sequel to both Xenoblade Chronicles 1 and Xenoblade Chronicles 2. So, for those who don't remember, well, actually, I don't know if they didn't really go into it too hard in Xenoblade Chronicles 1 when I streamed that. They went more into it in 2, but, which I never got to stream. But, when the researcher Klaus, I think his name was Klaus, used the conduit, the Zohar emulator, to you know, when he used it, and he split the world into, he split Earth into two Earths. One that became Xenoblade Chronicles 1, where he was the villainous god Zanza, and one where it became Xenoblade Chronicles 2, where he was, he was also, his, he was sort of, also there, but it wasn't quite as villainous as Zanza. But, those two, after the events of both of those games, sometime way after, where, Melia from Xenoblade Chronicles 1 had one hell of a glow up. Holy shit! Melia and, from 1 and Mia from 2 was able to contact each other, because they're, the two planets that were originally split were still being drawn back towards each other, and they were going to eventually collide and explode. So they devised a plan. They each built half a Death Star, and in each of their half of the Death Star, they were going to fill it with the souls and memories of all the peoples of their respective half of the planet. To preserve them, so when the planets colliderated, the people would be, at least their memories and souls would be preserved. They called it Origin, I think. Well, then comes the mysterious Zed, the evil Mobius, as it says. Zed just sort of was like, well, I'm here now, and I'm gonna take this thing that you use to preserve all these lives and souls and memories, and I'm gonna use them as my playthings and my nourishment, by forcing all these souls to fight each other over and over and over again as sustenance for me. And I was like, and it's like, oh, okay. So now we have to find a way to get to Origin. And sort of, tell him he did a bad. So, yeah. But, after the last episode, I went around looking throughout the world, looking for gossip and side quests, and I found them. There's already this many. God damn it! So we're gonna take care of getting rid of our newly regenerated list of side quests and ascension quests.
Let me just fix this.
So let's start with getting rid of some old quests. So let's go. Some quests that have been in the quest log for a while now. So yeah, this is a sequel to freaking Xenoblade Chronicles 1 and 2. I was wondering, it was like, how does this tie in? Does it tie in, or is it just its own separate thing? And yeah, it completely ties in. But then again, that was just like Xenoblade Chronicles 2. Xenoblade Chronicles 2, it's like the whole game, it's like, well, it's probably just named after, Xenoblade. So there's no tie to the Xenoblade Chronicles 1 until you get to the very end. And you meet, half of Klaus. What's his name, Klaus? I keep saying that. Hold on.
Gotta keep nice and limber.
Yeah, Klaus. Klaus. Klaus? Klaus? So yeah, it's just like there. It was like it didn't show the connection until the very end. Hello there, Morgan. How you doing? Doc, we're back with the stuff. Just in time. We were on the verge of running out of herbs. All good quality ingredients. Let me get that medicine mixed up. Tired. But other than that, alive. I can't thank you enough. Liana. So what is it exactly the city folk are suffering from? I've heard a few things about it from Monica. It's not something you need to worry about. Liana. Excuse me? Oh my. You've perked right up. Yes, because of you. Thank you. Whoa. I just wanted to thank you. I made this for you. It's beautiful. You actually made this. I've been embroidering as a hobby for decades now. It's not hard to do. I can teach you if you're interested. It certainly beats watching children go off to war. Liana, take care of yourself and show me how it's done next time. Not like, not lately. I mean, I've heard some things, but I mean, I've not been following it continuously. Last I saw, it got upgraded to Category 5, and they, like emergency services are getting calls left and right from people who are like, yeah, we're all, we didn't obey the, we totally didn't obey the evacuation order, and we're totally screwed and in trouble now. Help us! And they're like, we want to, but how exactly do you plan on, expect us to do exactly that when, we can't even go out on the roads. It's like, we'll do what we can. And seeing, while I'm sitting here worried about family and, people I know who live in Florida, watching fucking TikToks and Twitters of people completely trivializing the situation by going out in the, like, look at me! I'm out in the super winds with my American flag! It's like, fuck you, people. So, I'm seeing shit like that. Now, this is a quest we've had for eons. So I'm sitting fucking worried as hell about family and, you know, people I know, and there's people out down there just trivializing the whole fucking thing. Like it's a goddamn joke. We managed to find everyone, and here are the stones we got. Ah, Shushin was right to put faith in friends. Very helpful. So, what do we even collect these things for? Everyone gave us something different. Ah, that's a story. These stones are rock solid test of intent. Huh? Pun not intended. What is she on about? Back to topic. A good test for Nopon caravans on how to be friendly with humans. She should test every so often. Wow, really? Red is keeping distance, blue is status quo, yellow is for harmony. I told you yellow's best color. This way, Nopon keep good balance of distance with humans. I knew it. Those colors did have meanings. Very essential things for caravans. So what were the results this time? Let's just see. 6 of red, 6 of blue, and 7 of yellow. That means 3 more Nopon who think it better to keep close with humans. What does that mean? It means slice prices across all franchises clean in half to encourage uptake of trade for more human people than ever before. In half? Wow, that's seriously generous. However, preparation for implementation of such sweeping policy change will take about 5 years or so. So she should ask patience. Liana. Well, in any case, having the Nopon be friendlier with us is really a win in itself, I suppose. Exactly! Exactly. So with all that said, please continue to use Nopon Caravan for all friends' daily shopping needs. Quest completed.
We're going up in the world.
Ooh, maxed out with the Nopon Caravans. Nice. Say that is Darwin's theory of evolution. If only. But no, they're going to live through it and then feel all empowered by it. And, you know, do stupid shit like that again. So. But, okay, so we got those 2 quests out of the way. We got them said and done. So let's go ahead and... Actually, we're going to see if we can do some, Oop, one thing. Ascension quest, starting with good old Monica. Go to save Monica and complete prompts. Alright. Monica, go in my party. Monica, gonna go party.
Do, and let's make a difference.
I'll see what I can. Oh. Ah. That's new. That question mark is brand new. Let's go check it out. There was a hurricane. Katrina and Mary were actually told it. Not far gets towards the storm. Whoa. The fuck is going on here?
Let me get this straight. You want me to talk the defense squad into issuing you a transporter? You're dreaming, young lady. Out of the question.
Please, sir. It would only be for a short time.
I don't suppose this is one of the Elders' requests?
No, it's nothing to do with her. Jansen.
It is now.
Now there's something you don't see every day.
Ah, Elder. You came at the right time. Can you make these knuckleheads see sense? I mean, it's good that they're so enthusiastic. Can you get it through to them that we've got problems enough in the city already?
Everyone's all fighting to the best of their ability. I don't see the problem here myself.
Don't see the problem?
That's what she
We
said.
don't have a damned clue when the next Mobius raid hits us, and you don't see the problem.
Yes.
Come on now, Garrett.
What we should be looking at right now is tightening our defenses and protecting the city. We can leave Mobius to Ouroboros.
Sounds like you're trying to
Ellie!
overturn the Senate's orders.
I'm just offering a bit of advice here. Just saying there's no point throwing good resources after bad.
Hey, with all due respect,
Don't you get it? You folks just haven't got what it takes to go against Mobius.
what?
You've got to accept reality. Otherwise, you're throwing your lives away for nothing.
For nothing. Everyone's fighting to keep people like you alive, and you call that nothing?
You think you can trade in your life and change the world? You think it's that simple?
But if we do nothing, then nothing will change.
You fill the youngsters up with fine ideas, then send them out to the slaughter. Yeah, some talent that is.
We don't force our way of life on anyone. They're the ones who decide.
Let me ask you then. Did you choose for yourself? You chose his life personally, did you? Your husband must be rolling in his grave.
Ouch. Dude.
My brother is dead. He won't regret anything anymore.
You trying to mock me?
If it came across like that, I'm sorry. But bringing up the dead to prove a point, is that really something a Doyle would do?
Ugh.
How you doing, Ellie?
All right. You gonna tell me what that was all about?
Ah, it's no big deal, really.
Thanks, but I'll be the judge of how big a deal it is or isn't, Jensen.
Are you telling me that as Elder?
Jensen.
If you aren't pulling rank, then please believe me. I'm not a kid anymore. Olive, plan B.
Okay,
Hey, Monica.
You wanna grab a bite to eat? I haven't eaten a thing since this morning. It'd be great to have some company.
Someone say eat! Time for tasties!
There's Manana.
Wind it in, Manana.
Sure thing. Let's go to Michiba Canteen then.
Suspiciouser and suspiciouser. The Ouroboros candidates are up to something. But what?
I see some
One might
relations have
ask.
changed.
But what? Jesus, Manana's excited to get to the food.
Can second helping fit in tummy of Manana?
Manana not even had first yet.
Eat whatever you like. My treat. Keep bringing it out, will ya? Gotcha! Where do I start?
I knew there were a few people whose hearts weren't really in the fight against Mobius, but I'm not sure I understand why they're so openly bitter about it.
Please don't judge him too harshly. Garrett just wants to protect his family.
His
After he
family.
brought up your dead husband
Right.
to try
He
and
has
hit you
kids,
where it
just
hurt,
like I do.
you're gonna defend him like
That's
that?
why he can't forgive me. I did something no parent should ever do.
But why? What did you do?
Sending your children into battle. What mother would do that? But this is the life I chose. The day my husband died, I chose to take the mantle of Elder and lead the city.
Remind me, a husband is...
Someone you promised to live with for the rest of your life. He must have been very important to Monica.
So, after you lost your husband, did you become who you wanted to be?
I did. I wanted to put an end to the war with Mobius, and to build a way of life that everyone in this world truly deserves. That's what the 6 houses are working towards, and that's what I want as well.
Oh, sorry to keep you. Here it is. The house special. Aqua Pazza alla City.
Thanks.
That looks like a mess on a plate there, Bo. Holy shit.
Oh, looks banging.
Oh, I mean, look, why are there just whole giant
There's
onions on
something I've
there?
been curious about.
That is a
Like,
mess of a
being
plate.
an elder or being a mother, do you have to choose one or the other?
Guess it's like becoming the commander of a colony or something?
Yeah, that's a good comparison. If you take on that role, you're responsible for every single person that lives there. So being Elder means Ghondor can't get special treatment, even though she's my daughter.
Sounds like a tough break.
Boss, got something you might like to hear. We confirmed an unauthorized transport leaving the city. It's piloted by Jansen and his crew.
Of course
What's
it
its
is.
heading?
I'd like to know that myself. The location tracker's out. Think it's safe to say they're planning quite the stunt.
Right. Olive's there now.
Should we send the armory?
The search area's too wide.
Maybe Garrett could help us?
Right. He was talking about the transport in the plaza.
You hear that?
I don't have a good feeling about this, boss.
I'll speak to Garrett. You can do a little groundwork for me, Travis.
Word gets around. Imagine the commotion once the Conservatives hear about this.
Work your charms on them, Travis. I'll make it worth your while.
Okay, boss. Let's settle this squabble.
Oh,
Looks
okay.
like we'll be skipping lunch then. Never mind.
I don't know, the
Let's
more I
just
look
try
at
to find
that
out
plate,
what
the more
Jensen's
you're
up
probably
to
better
and-
off.
Huh?
Speed eating. You get used to it in my line of work. We should get to the residential district. Garrett will be at home.
So, Garrett must be from one of them 6 houses too, right?
Yeah, he's a smart cookie. He and my dad had their fair share of run-ins.
You don't say. Oh, hello. You have a new little thing above your head. Me talk to him.
I see some
Oh, another
relations
one.
have changed.
This way.
Just hanging out in your front yard,
Yes,
are you?
He was trying to scrounge a transport off me. I told him no. Didn't ask what he'd do with it.
I see.
But whatever it was, I guess they went and did it anyway. Or you wouldn't be here asking about it. Every ruddy last candidate got together and went against their orders. Insane. It's like Shania all over again.
Oh yeah, I forgot about Shania. That's why it feels
rather,
a little.
Maybe Shania
Yeah,
was the
there
trigger
should-
for all this. Maybe Jansen
There
and
was
the others are
a
doing this
not
because
an
of
even
what she
number of
did.
candidates anymore.
Huh?
They realized that no matter how good the defenses were, the downfall could still come from within. And if they don't act, there's no future. If you see it like that, it's not hard to understand.
But what are they trying to do right now? We still don't have a clue. They aren't selling the city out, though. You get that, don't you?
If they're trying to help, it's a pretty dumb stunt to pull. How childish can you get?
Garrett.
I just don't want to watch them fail.
Well,
All
then
that
close your
blood,
eyes.
Sweat, tears, pain. It does no good if they throw it all away. Why is that so hard to understand? We need to teach them about the past and help them make the right choices before disaster happens. That's our responsibility as adults. Right, Monica?
Yeah, but you can't shelter them in the city forever. It'd just be like, we'll just turtle in here and not worry about anything.
Aren't fighting for victory or glory here. Right now, they just want to do something that won't leave them with regret.
Absolute army cack.
Yeah, maybe so. But would you rather they were mindless, obedient automatons? How's that different to being controlled by Mobius?
What?
We need to get through to them so that we can teach them how to get back on their feet after they fail. We've seen a little more of this life than them. And as you say, it's our job to help them understand that.
Well, well. What a surprise to hear the Elder talking like a parent for a change.
Picked it up from my dad. It's how he raised me, now I think about it.
Yes, I can see that.
Anyway, thanks for your time, Garrett.
Don't mention it. Sorry I couldn't be more use.
Meanwhile, the main party are sitting there on the side going, just sitting there like third wheel, just being like, awkward.
Okay, back to square one.
Miss Vandam, I was just on duty. I didn't mean to eavesdrop or anything.
But
no
you
problem.
did.
Continue.
I've got some information about the location of that transport. Kaito was talking about Corn Island.
Corn Island?
Ah, so they were hungry. They went to go get some corn. Got it.
Maybe there's something to it.
Yeah. My husband was there 14 years ago. He went out on a mission to collect ether. That's where he lost his life.
What? That's...
If they're heading to the deepest level, then they're in trouble. Even if they're sure of themselves.
So did your husband just have a name? Or did you just always refer to him as husband? It's like, hello, husband.
I see some relations have changed.
It's like that damn Lost in Space movie from the 90s. Like, I love you, wife. It's like, who talks like that? Corn. Found it! I found the Isle of Corn. Where we shall all dine on corn. I like my corn on the cob, personally. Grilled on the grill. Oh, hi. Found the transport! Actually, if you've never tried that, give that a shot. What you gotta do, right, is you peel back the what would you call it, the leaves of the corn. Now don't pull them off. Pull them back. Oh. And then you get rid of all the little hairs on the inside, the husks, the husky shit. And then, with the leaves still on, you cover it in butter, just the whole thing, just cover it all up in butter, right? And then you put salt and pepper on there.
Please be
and then you put the leaves back up. You know, so you cover it all back up with the leaves again. And then you wrap the whole thing in tin foil, and then put that on the grill. That tastes so good. It is good looking for a Switch game. I will agree with you there, Deadly. And also, hi, Deadly. But when it comes to like the aesthetics of this game, I was gonna wait for the like my review of it, but oh,
Mimi, over there.
And there's one thing I feel about this game is that I don't think it's nearly as like the colors of this game.
Got to help. Hurry, there's still time.
After Xenoblade Chronicles 1 and 2, like Xenoblade Chronicles 1 and 2, the colors pop. You know, like it's so bright and vibrant. Xenoblade Chronicles 3 for some reason feels muted to me. I don't know why. It feels kind of muted. The colors. Everything feels washed out a little bit.
We can get down over there. Hurry!
Whoop! Where's the other... Oh, there it is. Yeah. Get it. There we go.
Jansen! Everyone!
Here we come to save the day!
No chance. Everyone all right?
What?
Monica?
We got you.
No time to play with you, I'm afraid. Out of the way!
But it does still have that, you know, the design charm of a Xenoblade game. So I mean, it's still beautiful in that respect. Stop blocking, you big spidery git. Collecting the stuff. Oh, we're lost. Oh, he's dead. There we go. Love it. Gotta end this proper with some EXP boost. Some overkill EXP boost. Because I can. Shooby dooby 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 doo dooby doo. There's the overkill. Oh, it's about to break 400. 401. 405. 414. What do you think we're going to get? I'm thinking 465. I think we're going to get 465. Looks like Uni has the highest TP to end this off with. So, go for it. Oh, 450, 457. Oh, we might get 465. Oh, yeah, we're definitely at 465. We're at 462 now. So what are we going to get? 482. All right. Fucking A. Oh, I heard a rank up sound. Someone ranked up.
We're so sorry.
Disobeying orders, stealing a transport. In the end, you're all safe, so I suppose there's that to be thankful for.
But you're all grounded. For a month. No
What in the
Nintendo
hell
for
were
a
you
month.
thinking?
It was for the city. We thought we could seize the loot, maybe use it to beef up our defense.
Even if we can't beat Ouroboros, we can still fight.
Monica, our duty is to protect the city from our enemies.
And I mean, we got the feeling that we didn't really matter to you. Like we weren't real candidates.
The way you all just fought, it easily surpassed even our top veterans.
Is
But
that
not
what that
even
was?
the great Guernica Vandam could stand up to the horrors we're facing. They'll chew you up and spit you
Lies.
out. And if you were to lose your lives needlessly, you'd leave behind more sadness. I don't want any of you to forget that. Olive, I'm gonna need a report. So when can I get it?
Tomorrow?
I want it today. Get these supplies
Then why'd you
straight
ask?
away. Also, I expect a written apology from all of you. 50 pages.
50?
In the very near future, we're gonna need about everything you can give us. Until then, you need to prepare.
But
Hey there, Suda.
you're out there on
Greetings
the
and
front line,
salutations.
putting yourself in harm's way. At least let us handle the rear.
She's got a
Please,
good rear, too.
Just trust us.
Trust me.
You little.
When my brother died, on the day that you were made elder, I decided, I pledged never to leave you alone. I would not let you end up like him.
Oh. He was
And so,
her husband's little
That's
brother.
exactly what I'm doing here.
Oh.
Somehow.
I see.
Unbelievable. That's why you nearly threw your life away.
It's because I love you.
Whoa!
If you're going to tell us to survive,
I hope
well
you mean
then,
in the platonic,
you
you know,
should be
like,
following
like,
your own advice.
you know, brother-in-law way.
Jensen.
I'll
Not
bet
the I'm taking, you know, I'm going to get the seconds
you
of,
probably
you know, off
only
my
thought
dead
of me
brother
as a
way.
little brother or a friend. But I think I know you better than anyone.
Oh. Hold on, did he just... Just what?
What now?
Just be quiet.
Jensen. I'm sorry. You see, right now,
You don't have to say anything now. It's just, I needed to get that across. Instead, when the fighting's done, maybe we could talk this over with each other some more?
Oh, he does
I'm
mean
your
it in the
superior officer.
Yeah, but when Mobius
I'm going
are
after
gone,
my dead
ranks
brother's
won't be a
wife
thing.
sort of thing.
Please, just think it over.
Look at the awkward walk.
Dude, nice one.
He's like, gotta get out of here.
Shut it.
Anyway, should we go?
Yeah, gotta give him that.
It's
Yeah.
gonna be tough getting that stuff out of the cave.
There's a cave nearby.
Snuff it. I'll help you out.
Me too.
Time for big treasure hunt.
Uni, they already gave you the birds and the bees talk earlier in the story.
Wow, I've never seen you pull a face like that before.
What kind of face, exactly?
Like a turkey and eating a black liver bean.
Yeah, I can imagine.
I can't. I have no idea what that would look like. They had. That's an interesting
I have certain duties to
metaphor.
uphold as Elder. I've got to head the army, win the future. So, I just thought I could put off everything else until the world to come.
Well, maybe this is a good opportunity. Just talk to him. Tell him what kind of a future you want in this world to come. Mother, Elder, can't say I understand what those really mean. If you look to the future, you can become whoever you want to be. In the wise words of a certain someone.
Touché.
You should be who you want to be too.
A life after war, eh? Maybe there is.
Ah, damn it. That was too cute. Surprising, but cute. Quest completed! Hey there, Morgan. Well, the end of that quest, yes. Manica is ranked 20! Yay!
See some relations.
There's the rank ups I heard the noise for. Noise. Let's see.
We should probably eat something.
1, 2, 2, 2. Oh, Lance is 15. Okay. 5. And I know I probably checked this yesterday, but let me double check. He has nothing else to rank up? To rank up to 10? No, he's got the outfits of all the classes I currently have available for him. And we still don't have Machine Assassin available. Fuck. Okay. Alright, so who else now has ability to be... Does Monica... Oh, Ghondor! Where's Ghondor at? I believe she now has... Yes! Take Ghondor to Agnes Castle and complete knowing your family. Alright. Going from mother to daughter. Let's go. There we go. As if I don't have enough martial artists in my party right now, as it is.
I see some relations have changed.
Ooh. Like, overall out of the entire cast? Or do you mean just the main party? Or do you mean, like, the heroes? So we're talking, like, so we're saying just the heroes. I'm gonna say my favorite is probably Triton. And it's because he makes me laugh. He's a nut. But of course, Riku and Manana. Love the hell out of those two. And beyond that... Yeah, it's probably... I'd probably say those are my two favorites. But main cast, I'd probably have to say my favorite is probably... I'm about to say Noah, Uni, and Tyon are my favorites. I don't know why. Those three I sort of just like the most. I just realized something. That person who found the Lalafels, I don't think they're older. They literally found a potato farm. Honestly, the way they found that, you know, all those freaking gold farming accounts hiding under the mat, was because they were using G-pose, and they turned the camera in such a way that they just spotted them under there. Yeah, I still can't believe that's crazy. You know what? It's only got a few minutes left on it. Might as well up it right while I'm
We could
thinking
do with
about
some
it.
food.
And that's what we're gonna get. Yeah, so I got three minutes left. Oh yeah, Morgan's a story I found on the in the intertubes earlier. It's there's some dude was like using G-Post to like take some photos of his character in Ul'dah, and found a whole nest of just like the exact identical Lalafell character hidden under the map. And people are, you know, were saying that the people on the forums were like, yeah, those are gold farmers. They're all gold farmer accounts.
All right, everyone. Time to head out.
What to buy?
Oh, I never did talk to them. Wow. That's actually, can't believe I never talked to these two before. Shame on me. Well, I wouldn't say neat as much as it's just like, ugh, fucking gold farmers.
Ah, Ghondor. Just who I wanted to see.
Something wrong?
Sorta. Just the other day, one of our squads got chased by a ginormous monster.
Yeah?
All right.
How big are we talking here?
Big. Really big. It got them good, too.
Par for the course with monsters, really. Of course, some of them are going to grow ginormous.
Sure. We've seen some stonking big ones, too.
So, what's the story then? They got attacked by monsters and ran home, tails between legs? Dags, a lot of them.
No, you're not getting it. It was just one monster, and it chased off the whole team. There was a scavenger team from engineering on a mission in the Fornis region.
You don't say. I'm starting to respect this monster more than I respect you lot.
If they got wrecked by a single enemy, they must have got careless, even if it is a big one.
I wouldn't be too harsh. If a monster senses weakness, it can strike without warning.
It's more like, well, they say it let them go.
Sorry, do my ears need rinsing? Because I could have sworn you just said a monster let them go.
That is what he said, Ghondor.
That's what I heard. They say it didn't keep up the attack, that it just wandered off at some point.
Well, it's a fun story and all, but it sounds like a massive crock to me.
Yeah, I'm not 100% convinced either, but knowing these guys, they wouldn't just make it up for a lark.
I don't think we should doubt that they really did come under attack.
The part about being allowed to escape, however, is mystifying. I wasn't aware of any monsters with that behavior pattern.
Yeah, but anyway, I thought you might want to know about it, boss. Stroke of luck that I managed to catch you.
You did good, soldier. I'll take a look. After all, where would we all be if I didn't step in to clean up all your messes, eh?
Suggests that we are young and abiding by an Ouroboros tradition.
Hope I'm not too rusty.
Oh! God damn it! More gossip!
Rounds if you want.
Is it Agnes correct or Augie?
It's all making sense.
I bet that pushes up to 3 pages now, doesn't it? I gotta check now.
Let's make the most of our break, guys.
Yep, up to 3 pages now. God damn it!
Right then, should we get a move on?
Fornis region. Fornis. Oh, there it is. Now where are we going? Ah.
Oh, that's a
that
rare
way.
one.
Hello. Where's our big monster?
It should be
Our big
somewhere
monster
around here, right?
who showed mercy.
But rumors have a tendency to become overblown. A similar principle may be at work here.
Well, duh. Nobody'd want to admit they got their asses handed to them by one monster. I don't really have time for this. Why don't you shitheels get to the bottom of this, huh?
You seemed interested enough earlier.
Don't get me wrong. I am a mite curious. I want to know about the thing that beat my men black and blue.
If it turns out to be a tall tale, then that'll be the end of it. But either way, I guess we can just beat it up. That way, no more threat. Job's a good 'un.
I like the cut of your jib, guy. That's right. No need to overthink it. We see something ginormous, we beat it up. We see anything else, we still beat
I like
it
it.
up. Easy peasy.
That's one way to look at things.
Anyway, we've already come out here. We can sweat the details, or we can do things the easy way, right?
Ghondor does have a point. It might be better for us to shelve the speculation and just start looking.
Hey, over there.
What's over there? Hey, some
Those
confesses.
guys sure don't look okay.
Hey, you there! You still alive?
What? Who are you lot?
What happened to you?
We were attacked by a fiend.
Oh, it's a fiend now.
Fiend?
We were in combat with an Agnian colony when it blindsided all of us. We did our best to escape, but it was pretty catastrophic for both sides.
Where was it you were fighting? We've been looking for that mudder.
It was Singbree's tunnel. You should take care, though. That thing wasn't an everyday kind of monster.
Good.
Let's take a
Good.
look. Could be we've hit pay dirt.
That's very nice.
Good thing we found this.
Oh, look at that cute little level 16 monster. It's so cute. What level is this quest, by the way? So I didn't check. 61. Okay, so that should still be good.
There they are! Is that who we've been looking for?
They look to be surrounded.
And are those the infamous...
We can talk about it later. Those people need our help.
No. I think we should have a full blown out discussion right now. You know, like a whole, you know, symposium, like right here. Why do they walk outside the circles right after I lay them down? Where are you going? Okay. One down. Two goggles are going ape shit. Oh shit, I'm almost dead. This is mine. Ow.
Phew, we owe you.
Wait,
Who are you?
Just passing by. Ah, but we met some of your mates earlier, I think.
I see. So they made it out alive.
You lot are pathetic. Getting done in by this small fry?
No, you got it wrong. Before we got ambushed by those things you just took down, we were fighting a ginormous Turkin.
Oh, wow. I'll take it all back then. Clearly, you're all valiant soldiers who got messed up by a Turkin.
Admittedly, these monsters were pretty large.
They were pretty strong, but was it really such a big deal?
Spark it all! It was a huge one that did us in. Anyway, we'll go rendezvous with our friends. Sorry for dragging you out here.
Nah, it's fine.
Well, that was a
You know,
bloody
free
waste of my
XPs.
time and talents. Ginormous Turkin, my shapely ass.
It's difficult to believe that Turkins would even nest in this area.
And it's not like we could just go and rustle them up if they did.
Okay, so what's the plan? Do we go back?
I just can't get over how we came all
Have a
the
good
way
one,
out
Liz.
here,
Thank you for
and
stopping
we didn't
by.
even get into
Have a good one
decent
now.
scrap. It's exactly this kind of shit that really roils my gut.
It's right behind us. All right.
Whoa!
Thanksgiving is here, folks.
Now we're talking. That's what I want to sink my teeth into.
What?
Get after him, you lily-livered dags! What? How you getting away?
Wait, we have to follow the tracks. We literally just watched it run.
No
Can't we just
running
follow it? But wait, it's on the affinity board? Really? Huh.
Huh? Is that?
Now I want chicken. I see a big turkin like that, and I wants me some chicken. Nice big old chicken sandwich. That sounds delightful right now. Nope, rest are all for me, Liz. I call dibs on all the white meat. The rest of you can take the dark meat. Yeah. White meat's mine.
Hate this.
Jesus, where's this thing going? It's like watching a, you ever see like the beginning of those Bugs Bunny cartoons where he's just like going in every which way, which direction? You know, before he pops up and says he took a wrong turn at Albuquerque? That's what this feels like. Okay, you can have that then. Seems that way, yeah. Oh, there you are.
Why were you running?
'Cause you were chasing. Ah, anybody run away when scary.
But you're a ginormous Turkin.
When she puts it like that.
It's definitely more ginormous than a normal turkin.
Someone
What
took
is
their
big idea,
vitamins.
huh? Barging into roost with muddy foots. It shows poor breeding.
Wow.
That innocent beak freak. You're the one who messed up my guys.
Huh? And what problem with that?
You want to know the problem? How about I explain it to you with my fists, you shit-crusted featherbrain?
Jesus.
I don't know where humans came from, but they attacked me, so I chased them away. That's the end of story. A lot of ruckus in Neighbor Brood recent. Turkin just want peace and quiet. Quiet!
Jesus!
Much to ask?
We did hear it let the soldiers get away.
You humans think we special. Keep coming to capture and attack us. When Turkins get attacked, we return claw for claw. But we never attack humans if humans not attack us.
What? So you weigh up whether or not you want to pick a fight?
Humans not any different. Violence only breed more violence. Therefore, when hit Turkins, expect it back.
Well, I guess that is fair.
Wow, you got guts, blockhead. I think I'll grill him for supper.
Jesus,
Hold on, let's
Ghondor,
not get
chill
heated.
the fuck out.
It does make a lot of sense what he's saying.
So tell us, why are you here?
They're no big mystery. Had argue over territory, so now Turkins just look for easy living place.
Somewhere comfy?
Comfy, yes. Turkins is not island, just like humans.
Not an island? What, you gonna build some kind of bird confederacy and then attack us?
Oh my god, Ghondor!
Confederates. I'm not attacking flock like you. When fighting, I alone.
So, what do you mean, you're not an island?
Really? You don't get that?
It has kids.
These are my Turklets. I search for easy living place for them. Huh?
Oh.
That's why when strangers attack, I has to fight back. Humans only flock with birds of same feather. I try talk sometime, but they only run away.
Can't really speak for you personally, Bud, but it sounds like you've had it rough.
Very rough. Like trouble with neighbours wasn't bad enough. They're also little food to eat. Me think soon time for move again. New place with no humans. Better grazing.
What? You don't get enough grub here?
That right. I Turkin gourmet.
I don't think you get to be picky in your case, mate.
Was little Turkin joke. Plan to move. It for provide better food opportunity for Turklets. Just before I go out to forage for Turklet dinner.
Oh no. So when you bumped into us earlier...
That right. Then I chased again. Is some kind of instinct for humans chasing Turkins. They complete ruined.
Okay, I'm loving this quest.
If we had enough food for migrate, we could leave within hour. But this neighbor brood, so many humans and monsters.
Tyro.
Migration have to wait a long time.
All right. We'll do your shopping. Let's see now. This neck of the woods, juicy broccoli and zap caps should do it.
Ghondor, are you sure?
We'll be back with the food. So you and your brats get ready to leave, all right?
Huh? Kind human really exist. Have to adjust expectations for future.
Don't expect him too much. Adjust him too
also
much.
Bring 10 spring roots.
Hey, don't push your luck. It still ain't too late for me to barbecue you. And anyway, you brought this on
barbecue.
yourself.
So we're really doing this?
I'm guessing Gondor's got some kind of a thought here. Might as well tag along.
Showing good judgment there, meathead. Maybe you're not hopeless after all.
What's that? You hungry for a knuckle sandwich?
Well, sorry for bother, humans. This very big help.
Good to add more names.
Mini Turkin and Micro Turkin.
Turkins ain't good enough at
Hey.
maths to tell the difference.
He doesn't look nearly as... The Jumbo Turkin doesn't look nearly... Is it just me or is he just... They don't look nearly as jumbo outside of the cutscene. They look kind of... small.
I see some relations have changed.
It's cold. Okay. It's cold outside, there's no kind of atmosphere. I'm all alone, more or less. Let me fly far away from here. This is weird. No, it's self-conscious. I want to lie shipwrecked and comatose, drinking fresh mango juice. What the fuck am I looking for over here now? Spring root.
Careful!
Okay.
Bloody mist!
Where would I find some springy root? No, seriously, where would I find spring root? Oh, there we go.
Hey, that's the thing for the stuff.
Thank you, Senna. Thank you for just putting it so succinctly.
Don't try to stop us. Satan's colonies with me on the job. Good going, Uni.
Ew, I got farted on. Damn it. You're welcome, Ignis.
And I was the MVP. You were all thinking it.
Huh? Is that?
Oh, there's the other ones. This is mine. I'm gonna take it back to the nest of the giant Tarkin. Closest one. Boing.
Are we gonna be all right?
Yeah, why wouldn't we be? They're only level 51. We're level 71. We'll be fine. Oh. Why'd I cut here?
So, juicy broccoli and zap caps, was it? We managed to find a good number. Do you think this will be enough?
I wouldn't worry about it. It's not like they'll be able to tell the difference. Should be enough.
Oh, now here's a question. Preference, chicken or turkey?
Wait, Ghondor.
Which you like better?
You're actually worried about the little ones?
Hardly.
You do realize there's a chance that the larger one has been lying to us, right?
If it turns out he has, we just punch his lights out. Simple.
Oh,
be that as it
Ghondor.
may,
If we get them to move away ASAP, it saves us a world of trouble.
It's true. If they relocate somewhere further away from us, everyone's lives will be more peaceful.
All right. Let's get this back to them then. And we can wrap this...
What was that?
Uh-oh.
Stupid twits. What now?
Let's check it out. Let's just hurry back.
I'll save you!
Alone for a second, and now this said it.
Yeah, I'm definitely a chicken fan myself. Over turkey, if I had to
What's
choose.
wrong with you humans? This my mess.
Shut up! If we don't take you out, we'll never be able to look our commander in the face.
You the ones that attack us.
Don't let the monster confuse you.
You dipshits. What are you playing at?
Hey, you're the...
Oh, you come back.
Are you all right? What's going on? He's protecting his kids. Wait, chill out, you guys. This isn't what you think.
That thing's a monster.
Just leave it alone if you know what's good for you.
You think we can show our faces back home if we got done in by an overgrown turkey? Give me a break.
You could just not tell anyone.
If you're itching to get in our way, we'll just have to give you a beating.
You can try.
Ha! Seems like we're out of options.
I see a healer there. Gotta take that fool out first. Bye! Yep. Ow. Got her.
This'll keep me going.
Yay! And so I did, Suda.
Hey, you still with us?
Thank much for help.
What the hell? You could have taken them all out easy.
Things was tricky. Turk and truth, no parent can bear to put own turklets in danger.
Yeah, I get it.
Are all the Turkins all right?
Turklets are safe, but I not so.
Please, no. Don't tell me.
My gizzard, it leaking out.
Pull yourself together. I'm not letting you leave your bloody kids alone.
Ghondor.
That is correct. I also not think it come to this. Tragic day indeed.
It's not like we have
Raising
healers or
little
anything.
Turklets can be such really hard work. But this, what happened here, this is own fault. Exactly like you say. Brought this all on top of self. Every time get attacked, I was such big flock fool to keep fight back. Never should fight human in first place. Quiet better. Should have run away to safer roost.
Think
this
about
is
your
sad.
children, damn you! If you die now.
Maybe they can survive on own, my turklets. It no like they're feather brains. So you there, smallest human, please hear my lastest request.
What is it? Let's hear it.
If there is place that's safe and have no fighting, I want you take my turklets there so safe and tight. If they just need live, then turklets can handle by self. But they not do good for fighting. They not strong. Like I was when in primes of use. If Turkin can ask you.
Wow! It's a hell of a thud.
gone.
Yeah.
I don't care if it's a turkin. Seeing someone die before your eyes and not being able to do anything about it, it's shit.
But I think we did all we could.
Yeah, I guess.
No.
Hey, you lot. Got a job for you.
A job?
You heard the bird. We gotta take him with. I, did kinda bring this on us all.
I don't really think it's your responsibility.
Did I ask you? What's it gonna be? Your kids coming? Or would you rather stay here with Daddy?
Well, I mean, I'm pretty sure they would like to stay with Daddy, but I don't think that's an option,
Right.
really.
Go say your farewells. But it's not safe here anymore. So don't take any longer than you have to.
Ghondor, are you sure about this?
Life put them in front of me. So I wanted to do what I could to make their lot bearable. And there's just the little ones left. If they say they want to live, I can at least give them that much.
You're right. I think that's the best way.
What the hell are you gonna do with them?
Life can be a bitch sometimes. But what's the alternative? None of us planned it. But we're family now. And family has to stick together, right?
Makes sense.
You got two feathery little siblings now.
I'll tell you right now.
Monica will be
The work will
thrilled.
be hard. You'll have to scratch for your own grain. You sure you still want it? Your dad was a tough customer. Don't you ever forget that. Shit always comes at you sideways.
Are you okay, Ghondor?
Mind your damn business. You're not the ones who's gonna have to teach stuff to non-verbal bird things.
True.
Let's get going. There's plenty to do and daylight's wasted.
Wait. Well, wait, no, what, I don't know. And so what, wait, so what happened to them? What's, I want to know what's going to happen to them. Fill me in. Well, if they're learning English off of Ghondor, one of the first words they're definitely going to learn is shit. Oh, no, we got to say it, we got to say it like Ghondor says it. Shit. With like 3 E's in there instead of a Y, or instead of an I. Shit. And only half of a T. I want to see. Maybe with Agnes Castle. Where are the birdies? Where are the baby birdies? I want to know the baby birdies. Baby birdies? Where's the baby birdies? Hey there, Shadowtail! Baby birdies, baby birdies. Where's the birdies, baby birdies, baby birdies? Where's the birdies? Oh, hello. Oh, birdie! Oh, there they are. You can even name them? You are welcome, Blackfoot. Alright, so that's okay, who else is left to ascensionize? I know we still have Sagiri, but I still haven't figured out her quest line still hasn't opened up yet. I think Ashera, yes, Ashera still needs it. But we did that. We completed the 3 ravens that were, I'm pretty sure we finished that quest a long time ago. Is that all? Yep. Yep. Okay, aside from Noah and Senna, the only ones we have left are Ashera and Sagiri. Okay, let's see what happens. Grab up
I go
Ashera.
wherever you go.
And go back to Colony 11. I really haven't used Ashera much at all. I don't know, I found I really didn't like her as much as other characters. Like, I mean, not as a character, but I mean, like, as far... Hello. What the fuck is that? Can I even get there? How do I even get there? Huh. But it's like, far as like in combat. Like, when she... Like, I have her as a tank in combat, she goes down more often than not. And she just drops. Like, I get her, like, she's a you know, a dodgy tank, but she don't dodgy very well.
I'm feeling like I could... Is there anything to snack on?
Nope.
What to buy? What to buy?
I mean, like, if I make, one of my main 6 into her class, what's her class called again? The Lone Exile, I can, you know, I can put skills and gems and stuff and accessories to make them even better dodgy tanks. You know, like that she could ever be, but because I can't mess with her stuff, you know, she's stuck as she is, and yeah, see, I can't. So she's just not as good. Plus, what the main 6 can also pull from a pool of skills that she never can as well. So I can't go through there. What about the other side? Is the other side open? No. Are these open now? Alright, have a good one, Tyro. Thank you for stopping by. It's always a pleasure to have you. Well, yeah, because you're leaving now, aren't you? There's no multiplayer Saturday this week. It's multiplayer Friday this week, which is tomorrow, which we're going to be playing some Deep Rock.
Whoa, visitors.
Because I can't stream on Saturday this week. Let me put it this way. Suda, as long as it's not if it's not spoilery, then have at it. Because I'm like at the point where I'm about to like look it up anyway. Well, I'm hoping to at least promote my engineer, because I've got my engineer to 25. But if we can squeeze it in, we can squeeze it in. We'll see what happens. Doors are not opening. Alright, have a good one, man. Sleep well. Yeah, that's what I can think of. Go back where that unique monster was, where you spawn before and exit the gate. Oh, is there? I totally missed a harpoon? Well, don't I feel like a dummy? Mm.
Well, hey, look at that.
There's a bit on this side. Ah, fuck me. Don't like it. There's a harpoon that's one way that came this way. Oh, there it is. Oh, wait, no, that's a monster. I thought that was a... don't like cliffy heighties.
Do you think we found this?
Be further down? Or up? No, wait. Wait. Huh. Maybe it only appears after like a certain story event occurs. Maybe I do have to continue. Like it says, I have to progress the story. So maybe I'd have to progress the story. Unless it's up there? No, that's a... Okay. So it looks like I'm still SOL as far as Sagiri and Ashera goes. So let's get the hell out of my party. And speaking of Sagiri, put her back in.
Unit number 7, reporting for duty.
So we can continue putting points towards unlocking Machine Assassin for the rest of the group. And... well... you know what? Hold on. Before we do the gossip, there is one question mark, actual question mark going on. So let's go see this one. Whoa! Yay for texture popping! Holy crap! Uni, do you have a spare moment? Well, why if it isn't Isora, what's up? There's something I wanted to ask. You used to be a healer, didn't you? Yeah, I did. I'm a jack of all trades since joining Ouroboros, though. So then, did you know lots of stuff about medicine and treatments and stuff? I remember the basics, but I wouldn't say I'm an expert. I know just the minimum amount to be a healer. Why? Do you want to be a healer? Not a healer exactly. I promise you won't laugh at me if I tell you. Eh? I want to be a military doctor. You want to be a military doctor? I knew it. It's weird, isn't it? No, my bad. That's not what I meant. It's just a little surprising coming from you. Yeah, I know what you mean. Everyone thinks I'm just like Foots and Nagumo. Everyone thinks I'm just like Foots and Nagumo. Probably just because I'm in the same team as them. Whenever I mention I actually want to be a doctor, Foots just makes fun of me, and Nagumo is so annoying about it. Oh, right. That sounds tough, love. I've been studying in secret, but there's only so much self-study you can do. Oh, I get it. That's why you came to me for answers. But still, I'm not sure I'd really be much of use to you. Sorry, love. No, please, I should be the sorry one. Thank you for listening anyway. Bye. Poor Claude. Claude. Damn it. More gossip. Hi. Boing.
Let's make the most of our break, guys.
Okay. Let's see. Oh, I gotta have teach. All right.
I think
well,
we need
put
to
him in the party.
discuss this.
Hey, Teach, can I bend your ear? Seems like Isora wants to be a medical doctor. Oh my, that's the first I've heard of it. Apparently she's been studying by herself, but she's finding it difficult. Is there anyone who could teach her? I think I may have just the solution. Oh, really? We can try and find a special instructor in the field, outside of the colony. Ah, yes. I have heard of such a system. There's no shame at all in asking others to fill in where nobody has the experience. Knowledge is power, after all. The more you know. In this case, we should try and find someone who's also a medical doctor. No shit. I thought we were going to go find a baker to help her learn how to be a medical doctor. I'm trying to think if we know any doctors. Maybe Olashandra from 4? Oh yeah, her. I think she might have her hands full with some other work, but there's no harm in asking. I'll accompany you then. I should be there on behalf of Colony Gamma so that it all goes through the proper channels. Okay then, it's settled. Let's go and see Olashandra. It even sound the quest even sounded like the more you know. The more you know.
Break time's over.
Alright, I guess I gotta put Teach in my party for this.
I am ever your ally.
Speaking of Teach, I'm gonna double check something on him now. Does he still have... He still has the All Slayer, there it is. Alright. Colony 4, Colony 4. Gonna go down to Colony 4. Blackwood, you have an emo for everything, don't you, Bo? That's not a criticism. I'm actually quite impressed, to be perfectly honest. Oh dear, do you have an upset stomach? You look perfectly healthy to me, though. You're right, I'm full of beans. We have something we wanted to ask you about, Olashandra. Delighted to meet you. My name is Teach. Teach? You're from Colony Gamma, right? Forgive me for rudely imposing, but Mio and her friends said I might be able to ask a favor of you. No, we didn't say that. We said we could ask her some, you know, but... Okay, I understand. You're very enthusiastic about teaching, aren't you, Commander? What do you think? Would you be able to share your experience and expert techniques with our Isora? I totally agree with your principles, and I have nothing against helping you out even though you're an Agnian colony. Well then. However, if I have to leave the colony grounds, it's a different story. I lead the medic team. I can't leave my post. Yeah, that makes sense. Instead, I can send my teammate Maybach as a substitute. He's not the most experienced of us, but he knows what it takes to be a military doctor. Would that be okay? Yes, I have absolute faith in your recommendation. We'd be very grateful for your support. Thank you, Olashandra. You've been a great help. It's no problem. We are indebted to you after all. There's something about your blonde hair and wings, but with the red eyes that, like, somehow goes well together. I'll go and talk to Maybach. Feel free to come along. Okay, I will. Whoa, she teleported. I see you've got all your emotes working again, Blackfoot. I love the sound. I love the sounds of a kitchen. And just the sounds of a kitchen makes one hungry. So, with that all said, I'd like you to take a trip to Colony Gamma. You've got it, Captain. Actually, hold on a second. Do you have a problem with that? Not a problem exactly, but isn't Colony Gamma an Agnian colony? Not to worry, our flame clock has been destroyed. We're in the same position as you. That means there's no chance of them causing you any harm, Maybach. There should be no issue. I understand your logic, but... You're an excellent assistant, but you're a little dependent on me sometimes. This would be a great chance to get you to some worldly experience. Captain Alessandra? Okay, I understand. I'm not sure how much help I'll be, but I'll see what I can do. Thank you very much. We welcome you to our colony with open arms. Do your best, Maybach. Say hello to the little fledgling doctor for me. Yes, Captain. Maybach, moving out. Okay, when they say military doctor, you don't have to be that military about it. Yeesh. Wanna Fanta? Don't you wanna Fanta? Yes, I do. Who loves orange soda? Featherhoof loves orange soda. Is it true? Is it true? Yes, it's true. Sorry to keep you waiting, Isora. We brought someone for you. Uni? What's going on? What do you mean you brought someone for me? Oh, didn't you know we got an arranged marriage for you? You're gonna love him. He's slightly still racist against Agnians, but he seems like a good guy. He's a doctor. You said you wanted to be a military doctor, right? So I brought you one. Nice to meet you. Don't worry, Maybach is a friend of ours. There's nothing to be scared of. So what's going on? You said you hit a wall studying alone to become a doctor, right? I can't help you, but this guy can. You can ask him anything you like. You really went out of your way for me. Thank you, Uni. You're the new recruit that wanted to become a doctor, right? Oh, yes. My name is Isora. Hello, Isora. I'm Maybach. Nice to formally meet you. Can you feel the love tonight? Nice to meet you, too. Let's get started, then. Is there anything you want to ask me? Yes. I'd like to know about medical approaches to treating different symptoms. Ah, yes. Okay. That's a pretty broad topic, depending on your progress so far. First, let's start with a case study. Oh shit, they've nerded out. Quick, run away! Run, get out of here! Looks like those two are gonna get along great. I imagine she'll be fine to leave in Maybach's hands. I just hope that her determination bears fruit. By the way, Uni, thank you once again for all this. You took notice of Isora's real goals and made every effort to help her. As Gamma Commander, I must thank you from the bottom of my heart. Nah, it's fine. She came up and asked me. How can I say no? I wanted to help. Though, actually, Maybach's the helpful one, not me. Oh, come on. You still provided help. Even if you couldn't help, you still provided help. Quest completed.
I see some relations have changed.
Whoa! Yay! Another rank 5. Love it. Ooh. And a new Collectopedia quest. I'll take it.
We just had to persevere.
So I'll finish these two someday. Well, I mean, cats are liquid, you know. They're not solid. They're not solid creatures. They can bend and stretch to any shape.
What to buy?
All right. So now, let's go through the gossip. Go away, Teach. We don't need you for this.
I'm eager to get out.
No, not you either, Kamarabi.
Number 7,
Oh wait, no.
reporting
I
for
think we
duty.
need. We should probably do Xeon. Xeon, get your ass out here.
You need my help. At your service.
Since we're still already in this region anyway.
Let's make the most of our break, guys.
Let's do the couple of gossips I had. Wait, what was that one? Oh, yeah.
Let's lay out the facts.
Everyone's talking up the spongy spuds. They're mouth-watering even if you just steam them. Didn't I say they were delicious? You look well made up. Not surprised. You got teary-eyed just from eating them raw. And not just that. We can reliably raise a sizable yield without much difficulty. This has put a lot of minds at ease. I think it's safe to say spongy spuds are the key to Colony 9's survival. The whole colony seems much brighter now. Everybody's getting a go of working in the fields. When people are less anxious, they're less prone to confrontation too. I just wish we had a similar way to reduce inter-colony hostilities. Liana. Don't we? Maybe we should give it a try. Give what a try exactly? Let's try spreading spongy spuds to other colonies. They'd solve food shortages and maybe help a little with the tension and anxiety of war. Colony 9 certainly works as a successful test model, but are you sure this is going to work? We'll do our best to make it work. Hunger makes it hard to think rationally. It eats away at the heart. We need to free people from that anguish. And let's get going. Spread the good news of the spongy spud. And thus was the cult of the spud born. We can't waste any time. I'll call some friends. We'll continue this conversation in Colony 9 Commander's office. You mean your office?
Nothing left behind? Okay.
Yep. You know, while I'm here, I better...
Let's go.
I better double check while I'm here. No more gossip? Please no gossip? Please no gossip? Okay, no gossip. At least not with this current... What the fuck was that? I saw a text, like a talk bubble appear like up in the sky. What the fuck was that? Just pop into a beam. What the fuck was that? That was weird. Oh, hello.
I see some relations have changed.
So, as we discussed earlier, we want to teach other colonies how to grow spongy spuds. Count me in. Conflicts over food supply are tragic. If there's anything we can do to help ease them, we should. I guess places with poor weather or bad crops would owe us a favor. Looks like nobody objects. I mean, this is great and all, but how are we gonna do it? You can't just hand over a spud and call it done. You're right. We'll need people to be able to teach on site. I'd like Roald and Kite to take care of that. Work with the... Did you just refer to Kite by in the third... as if he's not standing right there? Work with the people in charge. Listen to what they want. Will do. We'll need to suss out the best colonies for cultivation and discuss things with the leaders. But the most important thing right now is the soil. Yeah, the soil needs earthworm wood, right? I've done some analysis on that front. Colony 4 and Colony Mu fulfill the geological criteria. 2 locations. That'll be tricky for teachers to handle. How about we narrow it down to 1 right now, as a test case? Why don't you pick who will approach first? Let's see. Ooh. Oh, who to choose? Who to choose? What do y'all think, chat? You think Moo? I mean, Mew's already got their Armus. They already have, you know, cultivating Armus for armor milk and stuff like that. It's not like they're hurting for supplies, are they? No, Colony 4's kind of has been hurting, aren't they? Well, I don't know. But Colony Mew is a bunch of kids. Like, they're all like little kids. Don't know. You know what? We'll go with your first inclination, Morgan. Let's try Mew. Is that your final answer? Nope, I'm good. Okay, let's go and talk with the resource bots with Xeon. Appreciate it, mate. I hope this works. God, Kite, you're still a whiny little business, even without me giving you that voice.
A single spud can make.
A potato with the power to change hearts. Now that's a tuber to tout.
Whoa.
Let's make the most of our break, guys.
There we go. Nice and clean. Let's bounce.
Let's see. Colony Mew is over in Cadencia. Colony Mew's in Cadencia, so that's where we will go, yeah.
Rejoice!
It's Nico!
Spongy spuds.
You're really getting into this.
Nico, you got a sec? Oh, hi guys. What do you need? Spongy spuds, you say? Are they really all that? They are, without a doubt, the greatest food known to man or beast. Wow, that's a confident assertion. Yeah, sorry, this guy's very into potatoes. If you're worried about how to prepare the fields, no need. Colony 9's willing to send experienced labor over. So you think about it. Nico has to admit, Nico doesn't eat many potatoes. But Nico, and just to be clear, I'm Nico, is willing to entertain the notion. I'll talk it over with the others. You don't mind if I don't have an answer right away, do you? Of course. Take all the time you need. We'll head back to Colony 9. Let us know if anything comes up. Will do, and thanks. But I just teleported over here. I gotta teleport back? It's fine. It's not that bad. I've seen worse spammage. If I thought it was an issue, I'd say something. I'm back to talk to whiny little Kite. It came at just the right time. We just got word that someone in Colony Mew wants to learn to grow potatoes. Ooh, that was quick. I was actually about to assign some teachers. I was thinking of leaving this one to Earl and Carrie. We've heard it's full of young people, so we picked a pair that we could feel a bit more at ease with. And Earl's got a bit of a green thumb. Right. He was a big help with the fertilizer. So, sorry about the sudden request, but would you help? If Earl's in, I'm in. I don't think I'll be much use to be perfectly honest, but I'm not going to turn my nose up at an opportunity like this. and it'll be interesting to get a look at an Agnian colony. Okay, good to hear. The other thing we have to take into consideration is that it's a food people aren't familiar with. Bit of a roadblock if no one knows how to cook it, yeah? We could share our favorite recipes. What do you think? That sounds like forte of Manana. Manana was very well equipped to share goodness of Spudgy Spuds with world. I'm telling you, give him a quick steam job. Job's a good one. If friends serious about Spudgy Sponge, then higher height of deliciousness can be achieved. Cooking intuition of Manana says so. Okay, then how about this? We could try to find an original recipe suited to that colony. We can find out about the colony's particular tastes, what they're looking for. I think we'll get people on board that way. Yes, that good plan! Manana, all for it! It's weird for you to think about how on board people are with a plan. It just means people can change, no matter how many terms they've got under their belt. Okay, that's enough. So Manana's taking care of the recipes. We can do the asking around then. Good. Then let's start gathering data from Colony Mew. Oh, back and forth. Back and forth. Whoop. Oh, Lord. I know, right? I do love Manana. Oh. I am so done with eating fish. They're just not meant to be eaten every single day, man. I agree with that. I do like me a good cod, here and there. But, man, if I had to eat it like every fucking day, I'd go mad. Man, that's a real tasty looking ration you got there. I just love how crispy it is. I'd eat them all day, every day if I could. I'm no good with fluffy cloud ears. They just look so unappetizing. The disappointing thing is that if they looked just a tiny bit cuter, I think I'd actually find them palatable. Flathead tails? What is a flathead tail? I'm sorry. That's a new term on me. I'm... Oh, is that like a fish? So, like, for one of my recent lunchboxes, I put in a thousand carrots, and I shaped like a little star. Oh, that sounds so cute! I would have that in my lunchbox. That is a type of oh, okay.
This is some story.
Okay, so basically, what this colony is saying is they're more about the presentation of the food than the taste. They want their food to be cute. It's one of those things whenever you watch those damn cooking shows and stuff like that, where it's just like, we're not going to judge you on just the taste of your food, but on the presentation. And I'm like, why? Shouldn't it matter how the food's cooked and tastes? What the fuck does the presentation matter?
Better make sure
Just
we're well rested.
let me shovel it in my face.
Could you all come round for a second?
So about the recipe you've come up with for Colony Mew. Market research that was very superb. People of Colony Mew want to feast eyes on cuteness of food before tums of tastiness. I find their preoccupation with the cuteness of their food somewhat irrational, but to each their own. And not irrational, presentation very important element of cooking. Heart of people is very sensitive to appearance. That makes sense. What an ingenious take. If you say so. I still don't get it. We talked about texture with them too, and a good crispness pulled high. So they want a potato that's cute, but also has a nice mouthfeel? I can't even imagine what that would be. Don't worry, pretty heads, and leave everything to Manana. Manana make cute, tasty food that will never go out of style. So how do we put that into practice? I'll do whatever I... From you? Nothing. Oh. Hey, it's not the end of the world. Imagine an image of recipe is like crystal in Manana's mind. Soon is ready for present to Colony Mew. Manana has complete faith in abilities. That's great news. Let's get cracking then. Manana, is there anything you need besides the spongy spuds? Manana needs 6 spongy spuds, 3 portions of full-bodied Ardun meat, 2 whole heads of Empress lettuce. Oh, and 1 big juicy broccoli and 2,000 carrots. Not 2,000 carrots, that's entirely too many. We can arrange some of that for you. Wow, you really are buzzing about this, aren't you? Quite, Lance. Oh, quiet. Is it quiet or quiet? Oops. Once the ingredients are ready, we can unveil Manana's creation to Colony Mew. Let's have a look at the fields, and then we can talk to Nico about cooking. Okie dokie.
I'm all refreshed and ready to take on the world.
Go to the Colony Mew. Go where now?
Ho there!
What? Oh, Jesus.
Is there anything we can help with?
Dude, you are far too enthusiastic about goddamn potatoes. Everything seems to be going well here. We just got all the sea potatoes planted. Earl has a very kind and gentle way of planting. Nico feels that that kind of planting will lead to an extremely tasty taters. And I'm her, so I know. Actually, that's just how you plant things. Jesus, for a kid who's got a green thumb and loves to plant, loves to do gardening and shit, how are you as pale as you are? Jesus! Even I'm not that pale. And I actually have doctors telling me I shouldn't be out in the sun. God damn! The eyes at first, then the stomach, and then the stomach, because humans have evolved to only eat things that look nice and safe to eat, whereas things that look disgusting are not safe to eat. Ah, well, still, I don't know. It's just, I guess it's like, to me, like, it's not so much, it's like, it's like, of course you don't want something that's like looks nasty, but at the same time, it's like when, like I said, you watch those cooking shows, and it's just like, this was plated so amateurly. It just look at the plating. It doesn't utilize the space on the plate. Like they're judging a canvas for a painting or some shit, and I'm just like, I don't get it. I was just trying to let the seeds know how hard they have to work and grow. Oh, you're just too much. I'm really not. So I read the kid is actually sun-bleached. Huh. Maybe. They're getting on well. Yep. Time for eating! Everyone, wash human paws and get ready for cook. Ooh, dinner! We know it's hard to incorporate an unfamiliar ingredient into a menu. So Manana's put together a special recipe for you. What? That's so cool! What is it? Can Nico eat it now? Time to break from work. To the mess hall!
I'm calling it now. Spongy spuds are really going to take off around here.
Must keep composure.
Oh my god, Xeon! What the fuck, dude?
This smell. Time to eat then, no?
I mean, I know being passionate about something, but Jesus! Let cooking begin!
Okay,
wait,
so we're handing over...
Oh, I still need some more full-bodied Ardun meat. Fuck. Alright.
Looks like colony relations have changed.
Full-bodied Ardun. Where would I find... Okay, wait. Can I kill the isn't there Arduns just outside the colony? Pretty sure there was. Maybe? Possibly? Hopefully? Yes! Now, are these the ones that will give me the thing I need? That is the question that I do not have an answer to. Let's kill you and find out.
You're in our way.
So it begins.
This'll keep me going.
Someone's needy.
Thanks.
You're dazed. Come on. Yeah, I need these.
Too easy. Come after me, and that's what you get.
If only you didn't charge off on your own.
This is something decent, right?
What the hell? Is that a quote from something? What am I hearing? Oh, it's a fight going on over there.
Quite a rare sight.
It's our armors, not our guns. Huh. Robbie Williams. Really? Huh.
I don't want to do this, but you're in
Yes,
our
we
way.
do.
Let's end this quickly. Come on, Needy. Thanks. Impulse wave. Bring a rope in. Break. Not enough. I can always count on you, Theon. It ends.
I burst you. There it is! Robotic Arden Meat. Ooh, and a purple one, too.
I was the MVP. You were all thinking it.
Yay for bursting. If you needs yourself a certain item, bursting's the way to do it. It's an easier way to do it.
Okay, so
good?
we're handing over...
Oh, I did need the purple one. Okay, good. Okay, yeah, that's cute as hell. Spongy pan-fried coquettes is finished. Bon appetit. It's almost too adorable to eat. You should eat it though, it's great. Oh, it's so crispy and fluffy, altogether yummy. Thank you so much for telling us about Spongy Spuds. Nico, that's me, Natch. I think these are going to be a big hit with the whole colony. I'm glad to hear that. It's still a long way to harvest, though. You have to tend those fields every day. Don't worry. Early will keep us. It'll keep us right. Yeah. Now it's exciting. Now it's exciting to wait for the day of harvest of Spongy Spuds. That's for sure. Oh man, they're going to outclass Colony 9 Spuds. I very much doubt that, but it'll be a friendly contest. The harder we work at this, the richer our day-to-day lives will be. At least, that's what I believe. You made a first step today, Xeon. One more step towards your ideal. I never really thought of it as an ideal. I suppose it is, and maybe it's just a small step in the grand scheme of things. But for me, it's a pretty big one. Ah, that's why I don't remember it very well. I didn't like Fern Gully. I mean, I liked Tim Curry as the bad guy, but generally speaking, I didn't like that movie. Sorry.
Let's make the most of our break, guys. Could you all come round for a second?
So I've been wondering, between the potatoes from Tau and the potatoes from Colony 9, which do we think is tastier? Friend Lance stumbled upon ultimate question. Not even close. See, for my money, the Tau Spud is best. It's got that sweetness and that little taste that lingers. I'm not sure myself. I think I might prefer the Colony 9 ones. They don't fall apart as easily. I like that they're a bit more solid. Jesus, what the fuck? Oh, it's garbage night. Yeah, it's garbage day. I suppose I'd have to go with Tao's. No deep reasons, though. Yeah, I don't know that I can choose. For me, Tao edges it, I guess. I haven't really thought about it too deeply either. They were just good, I think. Riku have soft spot for Colony 9 potato. After witness struggles of Zeon to grow, eating illicit feelings of sympathy. You make a good point. Alright, Zeon gets my vote too then. That's got nothing to do with the taste anymore, does it? Please do wait. Manana need 3 days to consider question in adequate depth. It really wasn't that kind of question.
Where should I start?
Anyone else get a feeling Colony 9 folks might be eating a bit too many spongy spuds? Seemed to me like they really fell in love with them, yeah. They seem to be always eating them. Eating them's one thing, but did you hear him talking about saving Ionius with them? Isn't that what we're doing too, curiously enough? Of course it's not! Where is it? Well, if nothing else, spongy spuds are helping ease the food shortages, so people don't have to fight so hard over resources. And if they don't have to fight, isn't that saving the world? In some sense, at least? Don't get me wrong, I'm not arguing with the logic. I'm just trying to point out that there's an important point you're missing. And that is? It's this! Eating nothing but potatoes is boring as all get out! Manana cannot take that lying down! Potato cuisine contain hidden depth about a possible variation so high it's practically endless. With wings of Manana, a spatula can eat potatoes all life and never not to be satisfied. Well, I dare say that might just be Manana's time to shine then. Seeing as how that lot always basically just steam their spuds, I think that might be a mercy. Manana will get on case immediately. Time to save world with potatoes is now! Okay, that's fine. I love Manana. Okay, you know what? Yeah, Manana's probably one of my favorite characters in this game, just period. I love the Manana. Alright, let's start.
I think we need
Let's
to
get
discuss
Alexandria in
this.
here. Everyone's going on about Collectopedia cards, aren't they? They're an absolute hit, as you can see. I could shed a tear. I could shed a little tear, I'm so moved. It's still possible to game the system by choking off the supply and making a monopoly of it. More and more swindlers have started to do just that. Sequoia and I are trying to work out how to keep them in check. Are you getting anywhere with that? Not particularly. No matter how thorough we are, we can't predict every possible move they'll make. And even if we could, there'd be a limit to what we could do. Not even Colony Iota can keep an eye on all of Ionius. I can't imagine Sequoia's happy about it. Correct. It's been mentally taxing to say the least, and still, there's no end in sight. But you're not just turning a blind eye to it, right? You're working hard to change things, even if it's difficult. Oh, don't think such noble things of me. I'd just rather not live in a world where such unorthodox measures can flourish. See, that right there is why Sequoia sticks around with you. And so will we. Let's get to the point. What can we help you with? You really... Alexandria? Are you crying? No! Dust! Dust in my eye. I'll look into the matter immediately. Let's go and visit Sequoia. Okie dokie. I knew that. Actually, I should have done this first. Before I go do that.
Let's move out. I see some relations have changed.
Let's look around. Is there any chatter, any gossip about their new spuds? Manana for president. And there's one character, I gotta say, if I have to say there's one character I don't like, and it's not that I hate them, but it's just like, I'm not in love with them. You know, it's Riku. Now, I've gone through the other Xenoblade games, you know, loving characters like Hiropon Riki, you know, and oh, fuck me, his name. The Nopon from Xenoblade Chronicles 2 with Puppy. Tora. You know, I mean, I've gone through these characters, loving them, you know. Just, they're so much fun. You know, Hinopon Ricky's little kids, you know, his little pawns that you play with in Xenoblade Chronicles Definitive Editions, you know, what'd you call it? Extended story. You know, all these Nopon are fun, cute characters. You know, the Nopon Elder in Xenoblade Chronicles 1, you know, they're all fun, interesting characters. Why they decided to make Nopon like Riku, who's just like, yes, I still speak like, you know, still have, speaking inflection of Nopon, but I am serious, military man. It's just like, you're boring. You're just kind of boring. He has moments where it's just like, you know, his inner Nopon shines, you know, it'll come through. But it's just, you know, he's far too uptight. It's almost like he's a Nopon who's trying to be human. It's just like, come on, man. Be a Nopon, god damn it. Oh yeah, I gotta put Alexandria in the party. Oof. I was with my Switch today, or this game. I don't know what the hell's going on. I'm noticing a lot of, what you call it? Poppin' today. Up here. Found you. Oh, there you are. What now? Someone's in a huff. You're here to mess around and then spare me. I'm busy. You wound me. You've come to help you, actually. Didn't you want someone to do some on-site inspections? Liana. Next time, lead with that. We have one problem. Roland of Colony Tau. He suddenly made a habit of going out to collect Levnis parts. Often. And they're running a surplus. What's his usual inclination? Nothing but food provisions. Fancies himself a bit of a gourmet. So to suddenly turn around and start collecting huge amounts of these parts, that's fishy. No doubt about it. The question is Roland doing it to inflate prices, or to prepare for battle? Hang on, someone's clearly got their wires crossed. No way Colony Tau would be involved in shady business like that. Well, let's verify it at the source. I suspect the flow of goods isn't the only thing that's changing. You can't just be looking at it from the surface level, yeah? I know. There must be a deeper cause. I wonder what could affect such an immediate and thorough change. Be careful, Dame Alex. Just Alex is fine, as I've told you before. I'll be sure to deliver a good report. Looking forward to reading it. Could cause such a weird change. I suppose she's well paced to find out, that weirdo. Better keep that to myself. Well, you didn't. We all just read your thought bubble. It's now out in the open for us all to have seen. Alright, Tau. Right? Wait. Right? Where's my... Yes. Nope. Jumped right into it. It's all rainy. Roland, can we talk? You've recently been asking for Levnis parts on the Collectopedia. Oh yeah, do you want some? would you consider handing them over? Sorry, can't right now. Colony 30's mechanics are pretty desperate for them. As soon as they're collected, they'll get used right up. Colony 30? So that's why you were collecting parts. Yeah, they seemed like they were having problems, so I thought I'd give them a hand. Oh, I see. Have I done something wrong? Not at all. Don't worry. Thank you for the chat. Tyon, I have a proposal. Would you help Zuza in Colony 30 with her Collectopedia? I can do that, certainly. But would you care to tell me why? I want to check something. If I'm right, something quite interesting is going on. Let's discuss in the canteen there once we are done.
Alexandria, this something interesting. What's this about exactly?
I can't say for sure, but it doesn't look to be anything bad. I wouldn't worry.
I forgot about these fools.
We just had to persevere.
Ooh.
Don't you think it's about time for a meal?
Just as I thought. The Scarlet Lychee Zuza was looking for happens to be Feely's favorite. Feely's the captain who left Colony Iota, isn't it? Isn't he? Yes, it's hardly what you'd call a balanced diet, but it's all he'd ever eat. I'm sure he's getting along just fine in Colony 30. You look shocked with yourself? To be brutally honest, I only came up with the Collectopedia cards with my own benefit in mind. All I wanted was to keep an eye on enemy movements and resource flows to turn the tide of the war in my favor. The cards were nothing but pure self-indulgence on my part. And now? Now? Well, the results speak for themselves, don't you think? Look at all the people they benefit. They've blossomed into something far greater than their creator's design. Calling Alexandria and Ouroboros. Do you copy? Please respond. Is that Sequoia? Hopefully good news by the sound of it. Well, we've got a little event on our hands, is all I'll say. We're a little short-handed. Could you head to Colony Iota base entrance? Understood. Sounds like something's happening back at the colony. We'd better hurry. I will... Wait, hold on. Shinies. I'm going to get the shinies because they're here to get... Woo! Oh, god damn it, another one.
Interesting news.
Is that another side quest? I gotta find out.
Better make sure we're well rested.
It's not. Good, let's just talk about it now.
Where
Get it
should
out of the way.
start?
Hey, Tyon, I've heard you make herbal tea sometimes. Is that true? Hmm? Ah, yes, it's something of a hobby. Would you like a cup as well? You putting the brew on, Tyon? Sweet! I'll have a cup of serious anemone, thanks. I doubt you would be able to appreciate the subtle flavors. Why don't I just make you a mallow of the marsh? You can drink that instead. Mallow of the... Wait, isn't that a mushroom? You drink it to get stronger. Appreciate it, will you? Oh, you should have said! Alright then, I'll have 10 cups of your finest fungus water. Cheers! Wow! That's one way to put it, I suppose.
That was refreshing.
Fungus water.
What's that?
That's...
A Vessi container. What would it be doing here?
Oh no, I was gonna say that it's a, you know, a quest marker, you know. We've seen them all over the place. I don't know why she gasped over it. Well, this is quite the present. To whom do we owe our gratitude? No idea. It just dropped right from the sky. We're currently verifying the contents. All hands! Intercept formation, now! That won't be necessary. We'll handle this. Kevis armor. Yeah, I was gonna say it's an Agnian mecha, but colored in Kevesi colors. Go. Well, Morgan, if you put it that way, I mean, I can't deny it now. Ooh, enemies are starting to actually get up to my level. Good. Wait! Phew, just in the nick of time. VoD, what are you? I'm here to see you. I just perfected Cyberchum, you see, and I wanted to be the first one to see him in all his glory. Who's Cyberchum? Oh, you mean this Levnus? Yeah, I revamped the design a bit. Gambert lent me a hand with it, too. Thought it might come in handy if you're ever in a jam, Alexandria. Yes. Just like that robo buddy of yours, your friends always seem to be surprising me. Yeah, I guess the control circuit still needs some calibrating. Sorry for the shock. That's weird, because it ran like an absolute dream in the test run. Hold on. How did you even deploy it here? Colony 30 shouldn't have access to those kinds of supplies. Oh, I built the launch equipment from scratch. After all that hassle Q caused poor Alex. And all the supplies Colony Iona's been sharing with us. I just wanted to give something back, you know? Did you, by any chance, get the parts from Colony Tau? Not just Tau. Colony 4 and Colony Lambda provided too. And that's not all. Colony Gamma gave us a hand as well. Colony 9 contributed also. The static noise is coming from the Levnus behind us because we just kicked its ass. That's the, it being all busted up. Colony Mu helped us out too. Even Colony 11 chipped in. Basically, everyone pitched in and the work was finished in no time flat. You collaborated with other colonies. Yeah, the Collectopedia cards made it easy. Frictionless trade. You came up with them, didn't you? That's such a genius idea. I'm in awe. Totally gobsmacked. That makes two of us, mate. You too, Lance? Hey, we should start a club. Oh, pack it in. Hello there, Suna. No. It's just, that's from the poor, either the poor Levnus that's crackling from getting his ass kicked, or there's like somebody like welding something nearby. This whole thing is really bizarre. Liana. Dame Alex? Jickety, I thought I was doing all this to see what life looks like from the outside, unbound by rules. But perhaps I only wanted to see how people change. We have been indoctrinated to fight We have been indoctrinated to fight all our lives. Yet still, there is a warmth in us that remains. Think then about how the world might change, were we to share that warmth. That's what I want to see. I want to like it all. I want to like it all. I want to like people. I want to like the world. That makes two of us. That's it right there. Your face right now is what I've always wanted to see. I'm so glad we're finally seeing things in the same light. Oh, this is only the beginning, I'm sure. But it's up to us to maintain and foster these relationships. I want to see more of these bright, auspicious scenes. And I'll be right by your side all the way. You have to do more than that. You have to aim to surpass me. I will! And I'll continue to grow myself. Just as you all are. It's nothing to be sorry about, Suda. You got a life, man. You know, I understand. You got things to do. You got a life to live.
Looks like
Can't be sitting here with me all the time. I get that. Oh, another. Yeah, right. Got to rank 5 with this one too. Fucking A. The difference between VoD and Alexandria is mostly in the fact that they both are unexpectedly young as commanders. There is that. Where is it? Is it over here? Oh, it is over here. Okay.
We just had to persevere.
Oh.
That's all of them. That's all of them. That's all of them. We just had to persevere.
Not a problem.
It's looking complete.
Any other ones that still give items? Oh wait, I thought I saw one. Aha!
That's all of them.
Nope. Hold it.
That's all of them.
Yeah, missed one on me. You did miss that, and it was cute as hell. Is that? I think that's all of them now. Oh,
It's looking complete.
Double checking. Ha! Jesus, these just keep getting added as I go. Are we good now? Are we done, game? Okay, I think we're done now. Alright, who and where is next on the list?
Looks like colony relations have changed.
Oh, so close.
Looks like colony relations have changed.
Well, you know, after Juniper and all of Colony, you know, all Colony Tau, you know, stopped being a death cult. When he first got there, it was just like, well, we're ready to die. Whenever that happens, it happens.
Looks like
Fuck it.
colony relations have changed.
There's more Collectopedia? New Collectopedia quests? What the
Looks
fuck?
like colony relations have changed.
I should probably wait for this to finish before I start that.
I see some relations have changed.
Oh my god, it's still going! Fuck it. Let's get back in there. We're still supposed to go. I know I got these two, but they didn't spark that.
It's looking complete.
He's still at the top, though. Who's left? That I haven't done the first time completion on. Except for, yeah, again, these two, but...
I see some relations have
Yeah, it's
changed.
still there. Why? Okay, that's gonna drive me crazy. Okay, where are we going next, anyway? Oh yeah, I was going to the canteen. What am I doing?
I see some relations.
Oh god damn it! Nope, we got. Come here, you. What do you guys say? We set up all the supplies we could. Seems like every colony is going to need to become self-sufficient now.
I see some relations.
I think we've won them enough time. We've won them enough time that they'll be able to achieve that. Huge gratitude for supplies. Sweet. Hey, chickadee. Okay, finally stops. Goddamn. Seriously, what?
We just had to persevere.
Oh, we have to do it enough times?
That's all of them. That's all of them.
Oh no, it just moved down, that's all. I don't know. Oh, this is gone. Okay, it's gone now. There we go. That was driving me nuts a little bit.
Don't you think it's about time for a meal?
No, but there's more time. It is time for more gossip.
Let's make the most of our break, guys. Could you all come round for a second?
Well, we finished distributing the supplies from Colony Iota to most of the other colonies. Yeah, the warehouse is starting to look pretty empty. We cannot assume that the goods will solve all problems across the board, but I believe they'll do for now. Also, it'll have taught everyone to support one another at least a bit. More uses for the Collectopedia cards, too. Yes, not all of them planned from the start, but ultimately a tool's uses are determined by the users. Even if it was by accident, I do believe we've struck upon a genuinely great tool. Accident, huh? Can't just imagine what Alexandria would say to that. All according to my prognoses, or some such. Okay, what's next here? Isard. Juniper, Fiona. I know I want some. Alright, Isard,
I think
what
we
do we
need
got?
to discuss this.
Man, that was the most hardworking bunch I've ever seen. Exceptionally talented, too. It's no wonder they held on to their rank for so long. Which means that ending up in a situation like the one we just had is entirely on my head. You say that, but you can't please them all. Some people think that it's all hunky-dory, some don't. There's no right answer. Some stay dry and others... That's a very earnest observation, Uni. I'm a very earnest observer, don't you know? Colony Lambda was weak before we established the chain of command. Right. The system was revised, the current structures took shape, and Lambda became a strong colony. Strict discipline allowed us to broaden our strategies and strengthen our units. Now those rules are strangling the colony. That doesn't change the fact that these formalities are what made Lambda strong in the first place. And that's why they can't just tear down the system that got them here, even when they know it's inefficient. It's why Koji took the actions he did, to challenge that system. I'm sure Koji was thinking of Colony Lambda, in his own way. Yeah, he had to be. I'm sure he only wanted to be what was best for the colony. Indeed. As it happens, we've set up a place in the commander's office to discuss our next options with the captains. Would you care to join us? We'd like as many ideas as we can on the table. Okay, let's have a what? A shufti? The fuck is a shufti? Shufti.
That was refreshing.
Hi, Izzard. Ah, I see. Is that another one of them there British colloquialisms? Commander, you made it. Oh, and you guys. They're with me. Don't pay them any attention. Let's just get this sorted. Okay, then let's start with the manufacturing unit. Well, changed a bit, haven't they? I feel they're on the right track, but they can't quite shake the old ways just yet. That is a pretty great colony. They won't lose sight of what they need to do. Excuse me, Commander, there's something...
Tanya, please, we're in the middle of an inquiry here.
Let her speak. We found evidence of trespassers in the colony. Are you sure? Don't be ridiculous. After we've just been attacked by Agnes? I'm afraid I didn't wait for approval. I put together a unit to tail them and sent them out at once.
Asking forgiveness instead of permission. How unlike you, Tanya.
You did the right thing in not waiting to act. Use your best judgment in this matter. Yes, sir. All right. Captain Rosh, Sergeant Tanya, come with me.
Will do. Come along, Tanya.
British slang, even as an Australian, I cannot understand it. I wonder who's closer. You know, because we both came from British people. You know, I wonder which one of us, like, is, you know, like, as far as like language goes, is closer to British. As Australians or Americans. It seems we'll have to put our talk on a back burner for now. Nothing to be done about that. This trespassing matter is more urgent. It is, rather. No idea where they've come from. No idea where they've come from or where they've gone, Cotton Eye Joe. I don't suppose you'd be willing to help us look into it. There's no question of that. Of course we will.
Reach out to the engineers and survey branch. See if they can pass us any info.
Australian is drunk British, and yet we have more understandable adjectives and proverbs than British people. Roger that. We'll take care of it.
We can talk more near
Because
the
of just
entrance
British
to
people
the
who
Wildwood.
have unlocked more of the skill tree. That's funny. Oh, hello. Gossip. I'm wanting to get my hands on one last fortune clover, but I'm not sure I can get my hands on a key card. Just go for it, I'd say. Either way, you'll need to have luck and fate on your side. I was here. Why are these just now showing up? What the fuck? We died due to poison, but yet heat is still the enemy. Oh yeah, what was I doing? Oh Jesus, all the way over here. Okay. Did you find him? Ooh, footprints. Ouroboros. And Commander, you're here too. Don't mind me. Please continue. Yes, sir. I just received a report confirming the traces of trespass. We're combing the area now. Seems our unwanted guests are heading in the direction of the forest. Can't imagine they'll slink away without trying something. Footprints. We'll follow them. Okay, we'll merge with a detached force then. We're counting on you. Okay.
These footprints. This may be the work of a professional. They're headed in that direction.
Gonna go find out who or what this person is. Uh-oh. Oh, there they are. Oh, the weasel? Oh, there they are.
An intruder. I don't like this one bit.
There's went past Tau.
I suppose we should be thankful that no one was attacked.
This is a long as fuck trip to follow. Footsteps just end. What does it mean? Hey, you lot. Can you tell me your position right now? We were following a set of footprints we thought might belong to the trespassers. If anything, they fled to Low Mac the Wildwood. How do you know that? I took the autolev and had a gander at for the engineers. Got approval for an autolev. Oh, the autolev is our pet project. We don't need permission to use it. Don't tell the commander, though. You know he's right here, don't you? Anyway, if you're after the trespassers, try the low wildwood. Good hunting. Oh, right. Message from Tolgrim, before I forget. Analysis of the trespassers' behavior indicates they're probably up to something. So be on your guard if it comes down to a fight, okay? Well, I do like myself some fights, because that's where I get CP from. You really just gotta let her use that thing whenever she wants. Nothing to worry about. I told her she doesn't need my permission. We can talk later. We have to get to the low wildwood. Oh yeah, right. I can do that. I hope you're not planning on me jumping, but okay. Whoop. And we ran so fucking much. Yes, we ran. It really was too much. God damn it, I'm tired now.
No problem now.
Oh, yeah, the right level for this area. Should I try? Because I know there is a
we could do worse than battle that.
A unique down here. There it is. Oh, still nope. Never mind. Still not time.
Not liking the look of that
78.
civilization.
No, not yet. Level 78 unique is like a level 85 normal. So. How did they survive the poison? Hello? Colony 13 Remnant Chief. Well, 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 if it isn't Colony Lambda and Izzard after all this time. I know you. We've got so much to catch up on, you and I. I thought we wiped you out last we met in battle. Our colony may have been destroyed by autolevs and all those fancy toys, but we survived. No, we couldn't die until we got our revenge on Colony Lambda. Wait, they can't be. They are. The best of Colony 13, come to finish their long vendetta with us. We tried starting a new life in a new colony, but it wasn't enough. It wouldn't quench our hatred. You slaughtered our friends in Colony 13. The thought of avenging them against you is the only thing that's kept our flame clocks ticking. Of all the idiotic... The friends we've lost, all because of your poisonous games. This is senseless. What point is there in letting your desire for revenge consume you? As if we care about that now. All we want now is to wipe Colony Lambda off the map. No point talking to a brick wall. You talk about our poison, we'll show you poison. Wow. I loved the clone army we had going on there. Shut up, Morgan. Senna, what the fuck? Nope. Let's go down. It's not good. Yep. Oh, I can do it again. Fucking A. Fuck. They're called Death Sappers. Now to be mean to this one last guy. To be really, really mean. Ha! He died before I ever laid a hand on him. Yay! Whoa, Lance has 10,000 HP. Holy shit, I just noticed that. God damn. We're just being mean at this point. And I'm all about it. Cool. The game thinks what I did was cool. What do you call a cooked kavesi? I don't know what Suda. What do you call a cooked kavesi? Oh no, it's already toppled. What am I doing? Kebab. Haha. Nice. Oh, we're at 600%. Holy shit. 603. 650, baby! He was already dead and we did over 1 million HPs of extra damage to his face. SM gone? I'll be honest, it doesn't feel great. Still, we saw off the threat. Thanks for your quick reflexes. All we did was fight. Everyone in Lambda did the real work. Well said. I'll thank them. Let's leave the cleanup to the team and get back to the commander's office.
Time to head back to the commander's office and debrief everyone.
Okay. Now what? He is the commander. What? Xeon did that too. It's like, just say my office. You know, it's your office. Just say it. Game? Game, don't fuck with me. Don't you fuck with me. The little loading bar hasn't even showed up. Uh-oh. Oh, thank God. Oh, I got scared for a second. Holy shit, did I get scared there for a second. I knew we've been lurching from crisis to crisis lately, but I want to thank you for your teamwork. You all managed to pull your own weight, and I'm thoroughly impressed. Guess so. We didn't have much of an alternative. It was that or end up in even more dire straits. As Captain Rush said, there wasn't much else we could do. We had to act for the sake of the colony. I'm the one who forestalled the orders. If there's a punishment to be borne, I'll bear it. I'm not accusing you of anything. I'm proud of you all, actually, for thinking on your feet. Call them nerds all you want, but they walk the walk. Not how I'd phrase it, but I'm with you. It sounds pretty spineless, but I think we gave up on thinking for ourselves. Maybe we just didn't want to be responsible, even for the important stuff. Koji's actions have really shaken things up. It's not a bad thing to advocate for change. We're going to make mistakes from time to time, but your decisions and actions are what will lead us to a new future. I wonder if the commander was quietly waiting for this opportunity to arise. If I keep on barking orders and enforcing rules, then ultimately nothing's going to change. If you want to change, you have to do it yourself. You all realize that, and that's why you were able to act as you did. Koji realized it before any of us, and he acted on it. You're pink. I mean, you are pink. Commander, can't we bring Koji back? Liana. I agree, if we can. Is that your collective opinion? His actions were wrong, no doubt, but it was Koji's words that kicked all of this off. I don't think anyone doubts that either.
I can't deny it. We need to work together towards this new future. And we'll need his help for that.
I see. That's settled then. As of now, Koji can return to active duty, albeit stripped of his former position. He will, however, remain under close surveillance. Such behavior warrants harsh punishment. And then we're going to give him a spanking. Colony Lambda's changing. Let's see how it goes. This is all thanks to you. Not at all. No, the people of Colony Lambda manage this. You keep doing what you do, and I know you'll make something great. Oh, I intend to set it on the right path, yes. But the colony will continue to grow, but by my hand or not. Quest completed. Yay!
I see some relations have changed.
Yay! Another 5-star. Another 5-star reputation, and that is mine now.
I see some relations have changed.
Yes, how many 14 relations have changed that you're going to tell us about, Noah? Welcome back, Koji. You're in trouble. You're in trouble. Your name is Moraine, and his is Koji, and we are going around and collecting all the stars off the people's text box. Boing. Your name is Whitby. I still laugh at that. To be or not to be that the question. Kitty.
We just had to persevere. Anything new and nope. There we go. All right. I think we can do one more. I think we got one more in us. Better make sure we're well rested.
I'm gonna have to call it. Depending on how long it takes. Well, let's talk about this bit.
Could you all come around for a second?
Collectipedia cards have really changed. Indeed, you can now offer others presents or use them for other people's benefit. A significant expansion to their purposes. Alexandria and her people did mention it, but seeing it in action really drives it home. It never used to work like this before, so yeah. Destroying the Flame Clogs had led to the gradual change of people's attitudes, I suppose. They now want to help others, foster friendships. And they're using the cards to achieve those things. That's actually kind of nice for a change. Yeah, it's cool to know what we're doing. To know that what we're doing is making lives better. Nice to see all those little things adding up, ain't it? Right. Many a mickle makes a good positive change. What the fuck is a mickle? And it's thanks to us, you guys. Let's give ourselves a pat on the back. Or 100 XP, bonus XP. One of those things.
See if we can finish both these. Let's finish. See if we can finish the whole page. All right, Juniper.
Let's lay out the facts.
Does Tau have any special traditions for reaching a new term? We do. In our 9th term specifically, we have to set out alone for the lower levels. But that's so dangerous! Why there? Ah! Thank you, Suda. Once you get there, a multitude of supplies are airdropped to you. You pick them up, bring them home, and everyone recognizes your skills as a soldier. Another custom, huh? I don't think many people have actually managed to do it, though. In fact, in all the time I've been here, I don't think a single person came back. Probably the console's way of thinning Tau's numbers. A very convenient setup to have people wander off on their own and get themselves killed by monsters. Hang on, wasn't Rain shooting his mouth off about doing this? He was indeed. He takes Colony Tau's traditions very seriously. He can't just abandon the legacy of our predecessors and their predecessors before them. We have to stop him. If he'd even listen to us. We have to try anyway. We can't let him do anything stupid. You're right. Let's find Rain. Well, you're gonna have to look at, into Mortal Kombat, because that's where you'll find Rain. Not that late, pause. I mean, usually I do end about an hour earlier, but, why no, yeah, about, 9 a.m. Eastern. But, I've been plowing through Xenoblade, and it's one of those games where I'm just like, Jesus, it just won't, I gotta get through as much as I can, so I'm not playing this for the rest of the year. What was I looking for? I haven't heard of most of these unknown words. Also, Juniper. Aww. Suda and Juniper sitting in a tree. There we go. Whoop.
I really hope you'll see some sense and realize how pointless the tradition is.
We'll never
I doubt it, or this wouldn't be a quest. Hey, looking for me? Are you going on this hunt of plenty thing? The cat girl and her philosophical. I'm not teasing. I'm playfully celebrating your love of the character Juniper. Yes, that's it. Did someone spill the beans? You were with Juniper. But yeah, I am. It's a rite of passage. You know how snuff and dangerous the lower levels are, and yet you're still going down there. Oh, come on, now you're giving me an earful too? Glory was up here yapping on about the same thing. Thing is, it's a ritual. We don't get to pick and choose. This tradition was passed down to us, and I'm going to carry it out for all our dead friends. But Rain, I know the console's out of the picture, but we're not exactly in the lap of luxury here. We could do with the supplies. Then just let us... Sorry, no can do. Besides, I'll be fine. Right, I'm off hunting. Gotta do a favor for Nukta. She'll give me a real dressing down if I don't. Dressing down? Okay. And I don't know about you, but she scares me when she's angry. Yeah, but her name's Nutka, and it's fun to say. So, we're just gonna let him do this thing? I don't think so. We have to persuade him to drop the ritual. Firstly, where did he go? He didn't say. Let's ask Nutka. We have to stop him from doing anything dangerous. Nutka. Shinies! Shiny, shiny, shiny. Gonna get the shinies. All of the shinies. Nutka, where's the Nutka? Gonna talk to Nutka, yeah. Now I have those shinies.
Rain's
I will talk to Nutka
so he might
here.
not be able to accept the change so easily.
Once a certain notion takes root, excising it is no mean feat.
Nutka, do you know where Rain's gone off to? He'll be out hunting for the Ageshu meat I asked for, presumably. Where are Ageshus found? That's pretty close to the lower levels. That's not good. He went with a group, though, right? He's the one who's always banging on about how no one should go out there alone. I'm afraid he went on his own. Oh, Rain! We'd better find him,
quick. Boing. Boing. So wait, if their tradition is to go to the lower levels, and like, you know, and then like while they're, they you know, supplies are dropped, right? And they're supposed to bring them back, right? That's the whole thing. And if they're able to do that, it shows them as a true warrior, right? You know, but who's dropping the supplies? Wasn't that part of the thing they said? They're like, the supplies are dropped, and then you have to bring back the supplies that were dropped?
I hope you're okay.
Or did I misread it?
Look for now. No problem now.
Hello, Durgan. It's a Durgan. Big old Durgan. That will not turn around and look right at me as I'm trying to go past it. It will not. It will not. Moving on. Oh, shit. It didn't turn to look at me. Fuck. Nope. Nope, nope, nope. Uh-oh.
What you Scott doing here?
That's our friend you've got there. Can we have him back?
Krah, what? I fight him, I keep him. Get all captive. First you break contract, then you want to steal food out of our beaks. Such cheek. Gods, take care of these human ruffian.
You do remember how it ended for you last time you took us on, yeah? We have no choice then. Let's teach them a lesson and rescue Rain. Yes! Did Juniper just let out a fart? What was that stance? God, stop zooming in, camera. God damn it. Oops. I'm using skills in the wrong order. I'm a dumb. Come on. Whoop. Too far. Damn it. Oop, that's mine. Ow! Hey, I use the hunting horn in Monster Hunter, not you! That's what you get for stealing my weapon, bastard. What the fuck is he trying to get there? Juniper, I've embarrassed myself a bit here, haven't I? Yes, you have, a bit. I wish you wouldn't be so reckless. I was never like this in the past. I'm losing my edge. I'm weak. That makes two of us then. All these old traditions and customs, honestly, we need to let them go. Now, Juniper, you... Of course there are still precious things. The memories of those we've lost, our culture. But we have to stop placing our ideals so high above us that we'll waste our lives for them. Ooh, does that ring true for real life? But the colony's changing. We have resources, water, food, new allies. Exactly, and we, other colonies, can help you out too. Progress doesn't mean forgetting our history. I think everyone who came before us and everyone who ever lived in Colony Tau would agree. Not to mention those, weren't those traditions made by, the consul who didn't give a shit about your lives to begin with? Liana. You've changed. Is that such a bad thing? Not at all. Your predecessor talked about that kind of stuff a lot. Strength and kindness. He talked about how much he trusted you to lead the colony right. Looks like it all went in one ear and out the other. Juniper's always working hard to help the colony. You're right. Okay, I give up. I'll help you change. I'll help. Oh yeah, I'll help you help me change. Who knows? It might even work. So you'll be more sensible in the future. Yeah, don't want to rouse the commander's wrath, do I? I don't think we... Well, no, that's not true. We saw Juniper angry once, so that was before we fought her console. But I mean, she has sort of like one expression. It's just sort of like, I take life one day at a time. I'm a hippie. You know, so it's like... Thank you, Noah. We didn't do anything. You did. You came here with me. I think Colony Tao's going to start changing for the better. And that's because you've all done so much to help us. You're the one who's done the work. I hope you come back to Colony Tao in future. You've saved us, and I hope that we'll always keep this bond. Hey, I never said Juniper was a bad character.
It's a good feeling, isn't it?
She's just not one of my favorites, that's all.
No problem now.
She doesn't make me giggle like when like Triton, or when I watch what's it, Gray, you know, like trying not to, you know, trying to like, I'm actually a hard ass. I thought that I like being with you guys. I'm a hard ass. What are you talking about? Blackfoot, thank you so much for your generosity, my man. Your continued generosity keeps the channel going. I thank you so much for that. You know, or Ghondor, you know, and her very, very bad potty mouth. Even though, like, as a character, Ghondor drives me kind of up the wall, you know, but it's like, you know, it's like she still makes me laugh. Once again, thank you, Blackfoot. I forgot what I was doing. Oh! Let's go back to Tal real quick, just to make sure something else there. They are indeed. That's why Nemesis loves them so much. He looks for them all the time. He's always walking around going, stars. Hello! Oh, Jesus, a lot of people have talky bits. I love coming here and stealing all of your crops. How come none of this is affecting the affinity board?
My stomach's growling.
Oh, another one? There we go. Yeah, none of this is affecting the affinity board. Sadadan Brothers. Where's the smoker? Didn't they used to have a meat smoker here? And that was what the Sadadan Brothers were, you know, gave them? No more... Like, no, what you call them? No gossip here? I don't think there's any gossip. Let's go check Gume. Gotta check it on Gume. Seven up, drinking the 7-Up, 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 because it has no caffeine. And I'm supposed to stay away from caffeine, even though I don't.
I see some relations have changed.
Hey, there we go. Yeah, we got some change in there. Boop, beep, beep. Good thing we talked to Gume. I get that, Suda. All sorts of meats. You smoke all sorts of meats, it'd be delightful. Oh man, I don't know if you've heard me talk about it before. I don't know when the last time I talked about it was, but there's this festival and it's coming up in a few weeks. It's a mill festival, and one of the reasons me and Sydney go there, well, besides the fact that it's a festival that she grew up with, you know, so it's like it's something special to her. But it's we go there because of the food. God damn it, the food. And there's this one thing that they have there. It's just this big smoking pit. Like a big smoker pit. Where they just put all these chickens on there. These half chickens. You know, and it's just, they cook them all fucking day. They're just sitting out there, just cooking, you know, these chickens. And I love going there for that because it is so good. God damn. It's one of those once-a-year meals I get, and I love it so goddamn much. Let's do one more so that when we come back next week with more Xenoblade, I'll only have one page of side quests to get through. Well, except for I actually looked this one up. I won't be doing this one on stream. That's totally post-game, and that's, you know, it's like, I don't know why they gave it to me now, but yeah, that ain't happening. That's those level 100 plus monsters. Fiona.
I think we need to discuss this.
I believe the usual saying goes, seeing is believing. But even after seeing it, I cannot quite believe how impressive Colin Mew's gate has become. Thanks! We worked hard on it to make it mega tough. Certainly the resilience is a major factor. What's up with that face? You got reservations? Having a gate is not important. What counts is stopping the enemy. In other words, it would be to your benefit to reduce their capabilities before they even reach the gate. We've been training with cannons. Do you think that might not be enough? You can never be too prepared. Okay, so what do you propose? How about some pitfall traps? Would be plenty tough to camouflage now. Oops. I would like to investigate in person. We might come up with some ideas on the ground. Would you mind if I inspect the gate too? Not at all. Please be my guest.
Are we all ready to fight?
No. No. Not really. But yes. But no. But yes. But no. But yes. Oh, I think that was the fastest load that I've had all night. Hello, and thanks for all your hard work. If you're curious about the gate, then I can assure you that it's just perfect. Yes, about that. We've been talking about trying to do something to make the gate easier to defend. Whoa, awesome timing then. Talow's been saying we need to do that as well. Like, not just to make ourselves all sturdy, but also change how we fight to fit around it all. I thought we discussed that already. No, I'm just not just talking about the gate. I mean, like, before we even fought, we relied super heavily on you, Fifi. So we want to try all sorts of new things that'll ensure we all make it together. Oh, Mickey, I love you. I love you too. Babies! This is a colony of babies! Okay. Nicola, come in. Do you read me? Whoa, not so loud. What is it, Tallow? Close the gate! Mobius incoming! What? Roger that! Should we intercept him? No, let's wait until we have a better overview of the situation. We don't want to act rashly and incur casualties. Everyone, assume your battle stations. We'll get in position atop the gate. What, Morgan? Cannons are ready to fire. Stay calm and aim carefully. Remember your training. I know, all right. I was there. What's the damage? What's this? Hold on. We got to do pirate voice. What's this? Be that a new colony or some such? You've got to be snuffing me. Oh dear, second salvo on my mark. Not, hold up! Hold it, I say! Hold fire! Hold fire! And one of my favorite characters has joined someone else's quest line. It do be Triton. Ahoy, laddie! What's the story? That's gonna be my line. Don't just appear out of nowhere like that. You'll terrify people. Excuse me. Sorry for firing on you. We really thought you were an enemy. Oh, that. Don't sweat it, little lass. You gotta be real careful at sea, eh? Your judgment was sound, no mistaken. Especially since I am Mobius. You're Mobius? Something wrong, lass. You never seen a Mobius before. Oi, careful. No need for... Lan, it's okay. Lan! Who's Lan? Did you really have to say it twice? Anyone? None of your business. You're actually the second Mobius I've spoken to. You're lucky. See a biscuit then, lass. Many has had the pleasure of live to tell the tale. Yes, I think so too. I'm Fiona. What's your name? My name's Captain Triton, but you can call me Captain for short. I am a man of the sea. That's for all you Xenogears fans out there, which I hope there are all. I'll do that, Captain. Huh, I barely heard ya. Have you been eating right? Go on, say it again, and this time project from your belly. Captain! That's the spirit. I likes you, lass. This is one step away from abuse. Back to the point. What are you doing here? Don't tell me it's another treasure hunt. But I will tell you, lad, and 'twas a good guess. A man of the sea may never rest. Whether he be Mobius or anthropomorphic sea, walrus man. I was actually searching for a little something here. Oh, really? Then let me help you. I want to make amends for, the misunderstanding. Fiona, don't get taken in. This guy's 3 servos short of a power frame. Well, I'm mighty pleased to have you on board, lass. But it can wait until after lunch. Take me to your mess hall. I love this dude so much. Not only because he's the game's blue mage, but also because he's just so much goddamn fun. Whoa, you're in a hurry, aren't you? Who's showing you around here? He doesn't listen, same as usual. But he's not a bad person. I can tell from talking to him.
I see some relations have changed.
Okay, we're just gonna walk really slowly for some... Can we push him? Triton, come on, man. Come on, my man. Let's go. Okay, you know what? No, do not... Oh, Lord. What happens if I just go to the mess hall? Will it fast... Nope, he stops. God damn it. Yep. Just because you're a few hundred years old there, Triton, doesn't mean you have to walk like it. Dope, ba-dope, 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 ba-dope. Triton? The mess is over that way. Where exactly are you going? Triton? Triton, my man? Triton? 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 There he goes. Okay. Okay. Dope, ba-dope, 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 ba-dope. Nope, 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 ba-dope, ba-dope. Oh my god, thank you. Boy, don't just wander off. I can smell something good wafting off from over here. There's no reasoning with him, is there? All right, then spill it. What booty are you after this time? A blister in my What? A blister in my of bivalve. Again with the food. You got that right, lad. You season it with a salt and alcohol and steam it, and it's out of this world. So it's a big clam you're after? I don't know if I've seen it. Way back, they brought him up by the bushel load. And then they had contests to see who could eat the most. There was no colony here back then, mind you me. Really? Fiona, can we take him to the canteen? People are seriously staring. It does seem that, Suda.
That smells gorgeous.
See, Triton, you see what she just did? Did you see what she just did? That it's called running. Oh, god damn it. Captain, how long have you been alive? I forget. When you live as long as I have, you tend to stop caring about minor details like that. Thank God. Eve, he's here. Hello and welcome. Hey, put yourself together. This is so stressful. Ah! Lass, are you the cook? I smell something creamy. I have a sauce. It's sauce because... What the fuck? Bacamel? It's sauce what is that word? I don't know what that is. It's sauce made with animal milk. It's specialty of friend Lotus. Oh, it sounds delicious. It also tastes delicious. Therefore, having to ask to please not to teasing esteemed cook of Lotus. Of course, of course. Them that make the food we eat deserve our highest respect. They hold the keys to happiness. Making folks unhappy? Easy as pie. But bringing joy, that's a harder Lexus to reel in. I'm sorry. What does that mean? Was that a compliment? Triton may be a Mobius, but he's our ally. You needn't be scared of him. Are the Mobius also that big? Irma wasn't like that at all. Oh ho! Lass, lad, were you the ones that shot at me? Eh? How did you know? Whiff of gunpowder smoke. Ah, you really let me have it, huh? Thanks to you, I've worked up a majestic old appetite. Why is he laughing? Beats me. Hey, Lottie, do you know if there are any big shellfish around here? Big shellfish? Oh, do you mean clamoths? They grow to the size of a person's face sometimes. That's it! The clamoth! Where'd you get those? I think it was a beach somewhere, but I've only seen the real thing once, so I don't really remember it exactly. You find a lot of shellfish around Crescent Cliffs, I think. Or sometimes Needle Reef Beach, too. It may be better to check a few places, then. Counting on you, crew. I'll be waiting right here. Oh, you're not helping us look. Begging your pardon, laddie. It's getting to be my dinner time. You want to join me for that, kiddos? Us? I don't mean I'm gonna eat you. Relax. Here, come closer. Yipes! You let your guard down. What do you think you're doing? Put a lid on it, you muppet.
Captain, with all due respect, please be nice to my crew. Otherwise, you can forget the clams.
Oh, you'll have to pardon me, lassie. Seems I'd plumb forgotten me manners.
It's all right, so long as we're clear.
Now I'm scared of her.
Yeah, you don't want to make Fifi cross. Go and find some clamoths then. Hold the fort for us, guys.
Aye, aye, lassie. You don't mind me picking up the tab? Wait, you don't mind picking up the tab for me, do you, lad?
What? Seriously, what was it? What? I thought that was just an internet thing. I didn't actually expect to see, you know, real writing do that with hard consonants. Why do people do that with hard consonants? You know, it's not like a W where it's like, whoa, you know, you could stretch that out. Or an S. Sss. These are consonants you can put, you know, multiples of. But when you do W-H-A-T-T-T-T-T-T-T-T, that's what? How do you stretch out a hard consonant? How do you do that? I don't understand how one does that. I'm sorry. That's actually a real big pet peeve of mine. It drives me insane. I don't know why it drives me insane, but it honestly and truly drives me insane. Does it make it an even harder consonant? Is it like, what? Is that what the people are doing? What is...
This is already the longest mission I've ever seen because of trains walking.
What am I doing again? Basically the specific... Oh yeah, I'm looking for objects.
Huh? Is that...
See, even stretching out the silent H, you know, it's like, you know, it's fine. It's silent. What am I looking? Am I supposed to be killing enemies to find this thing? Doesn't really say. Oh, I see. Hey, isn't this a clam?
Alright, my time to shine. You got a humongous egg. Wow, that's enormous.
What even laid that egg?
I couldn't tell for certain, but I would vote against staying here to find out.
Good call. Let's not lose hope. There's still other possible locations.
Aww. Or just like one giant humongous sea turtle. Omelet. A bacon and cheese omelet would be so good right now. Bacon and cheese omelet on toast. Oh, that would be delish.
Can you tell I'm hungry?
I'm pretty sure I'm trying to keep it on the down low, you know, so no one notices. Yeah, I wonder if all this food talk is kind of giving me away, though.
Okay,
nah,
let's try somewhere else.
Probably not. Nah.
Yes.
Oh, there's something buried here. Time to get digging.
This is what I don't like. This is what I don't like. It said you got the item and then it puts it back
immediately back. Yeah. You got a worn out boot. What are we, an Animal Crossing? What the fuck? What's this? It's trash. Seriously. It might be on some other beach. Let's pick Triton's brain again. Well, don't re-litter. At least pick it up and like dispose of it properly.
Come on now. It's not the end of the world.
Or is it? Yay! I get to do Triton's voice some more. Because that is too much fun.
Oh, that smells gorgeous.
Come on, let me talk. There we go.
I see. No luck, eh?
Are you sure you don't have any... Whoa. Are you sure you don't have any other hints? Nothing you saw in the vicinity?
I'd tell you if I did, lass. But all I remember is the sand. Wait a blundering second. I feel like there may have been a sand falling from up above.
That's certainly a lot of snuff and sand then, isn't it? It could be Larry's sandbar. Let's see if it's there.
This time I'll def-
Wait, do I get to go underneath? Well, doesn't matter. If we go top one, I can fall down anyway.
find it.
Yeah, he did say he was falling from above, so yeah, I do need to go. Okay, wait. Herbert. Let's go where the big spider was. Aha. Fuck you, big spider. I killed you. Hey, look! There's something big in the ground here.
I really hope we got it right this time.
Yeah, why? You got better places to be? Less yapping and more digging, I say. Klamath! Alright, we did it! Good going, Fifi! Thanks. Glad we found it, but it's definitely not easy to transport this thing. I think that's why nobody comes to gather them anymore. With the exception of Triton. Makes sense that nobody know this place, apart from him. Let's get this back to the captain, then. I'm sure he'll be excited for it. That's putting it lightly. Alright, back to Colony Mew, then. Oops, did it wrong, but that's fine. A couple extra seconds. Triton!
Smells gorgeous.
Now, what was it we needed?
Really, Noah? Don't be stupid.
Yes! There it be, and no mistaken. It brings back memories. I remember digging the sand full of holes in me search for this elusive bivalve.
Some things don't change, huh? Next time you can look for it for yourself. How about that? Does it even count as treasure if it's not you that found it?
Those words, they tuck in me mind. Ah, yes, now I remember. It was I that said something like that once upon a time.
Wait, who said it? Who said it? You did, but...
Nay, I mean, the sourpuss Mobius. She'd walk around carrying this empty treasure chest saying when she found a treasure, she'd put it inside. So I tried to put a Klamath inside, and what do I get for my trouble? A severe tongue lashing, so I did.
Yeah, what else did you expect?
She said things only have value when you've found them yourself, or some such. That's hogwash. She lost track of what's really important.
Were you two friends?
Well, I suppose we were at that. Strangely, it feels lonely to think of her as a mere acquaintance.
If it feels lonely, it's because you've shared fun times together. If you wanted to be around each other, that's friendship, all right.
Sounds like you had a friend like that yourself, eh, lass?
Yeah, a very special, much-loved friend. Someone I'll never be able to forgive.
Sounds like you've butted heads pretty hard there.
You can tell.
Aye. Great happiness and great suffering are blown in by the same winds, you know. You've got to take the bad with the good. Both these things are only possible when you've got a connection, and even then, and even that only when you're completely honest. She must have been a good friend, lass.
Thank you, Captain. My memories of her are important. You could say they're my treasure.
Very well said. I wonder which one win. If we set them in a contest against my Klamath, eh?
I don't think I want to compare them. The value of memories is relative anyway. Each one is special in its own little treasure. That's why you can never have too many friends, I think.
Oh, see, you're something else. But you're right about one thing. You can never have enough treasure. So I'm glad we managed to become such fast friends. No. Was that too soppy? Tell me it weren't too soppy.
No, not at all. So please, drop by for a chat whenever you feel like.
To be sure, lass. Just make sure you don't die before then.
Same to you, Captain. It's a promise.
I don't know why. This quest just made me smile. Like I said, it's probably Captain. There's something about Triton that makes me just... like I said, he makes me smile. I don't know what it is. I just do. Yeah. Oh yeah, he's got friends over buddy. Okay. Nice. You know, when I got the gossip about, you know, their door, you know, like look at our brand new door. I was not expecting a little you know, the returning of like my favorite character to have a little heart-to-heart and talk about friendships and memories and stuff like that. It just felt nice. I liked that. I liked that a lot. Oh wait, where am I going? There's nothing over here. There's no dot over there. In fact, I was expecting something more like the last time we were here, where we had to do like the mock battle against all the colony kids. I was expecting something like that, where we're gonna like, okay, we're gonna act as the opposing force, and you have to you know, repel us, and we have to try and get through your new fancy door. I was kind of expecting something like that.
Oh, that smells gorgeous.
I see some relations have changed.
Oh, what does she think of Cotton? Oh, I thought... wait, she was just talking about Captain, but... okay. But Triton. Oh, the Mary, Nico... they got nothing new to say. What about that little Nopon that's over here? The one we saved from being shipwrecked. Is he down here? Yeah, he's still down here. Does he have anything to say? Nope.
Smarts.
Which way? That way. Please no more gossip. I'm begging you there be no... I'm begging there be no gossip. Please be no gossip. Damn it! There's gossip! The tile's covered. Must be totally swamped right now. There's so much stuff he wants to do. If only there were 40 hours in a day. The new mule. The poster's just little things that they put up all over the place. It's like, you know, it's like, it's such and such's day to do laundry and stuff like that. What do you call it? Assignment postings. Here, I'll go check one out for you. Whoop. It says, beware, armors are known escape artists. Oh, or little notes like that. It's like when you ever lived with like a roommate or a you know, parent or significant other that like loves to leave little post-it notes around to like reminders and stuff like that. It's that sort of stuff.
We could do with some food.
You made this 2 pages. Oh my god, it's a quest. Fuck me. No, I can't. I can't. I gotta end it. I gotta go. Okay. So, I guess we'll just have to continue this next week. Damn it. Alright. Well, I'll explain more of that later for those who didn't hear it earlier. But I'll talk about that in a minute. First, we're going to talk about what we talk about at the end of every live stream, though. Plug time. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls of all ages, and everything in between, if you enjoyed what you saw here today, then please consider stopping over at my Patreon, patreon.com/featherhoof_gaming, where for just a couple bucks a month, not only can you help support the channel, help it grow, help me get better equipment for the studio, help upgrade my computer here, keep it running, and, you know, help it in its currently aging status. But you get something back in return, from exclusive access to a Discord chat, early access to videos, exclusive patron-only unedited versions of all my videos, being a voice of multiplayer Saturdays. Ah, crap! Again with the Pokeballs! I'm not a Pokemon. They didn't go to work on me. You're just giving me concussions. But, if none of that entices you, you could, of course, instead subscribe to the channel right here on Twitch, which will give you the ability to kill ads, because let's face it, who doesn't love killing ads? And it gives you access to the emoticons that were being spammed by Liza before she left, and Tyro, and Blackfoot. Also, remember, if you're an Amazon Prime or Prime Gaming subscriber, you can subscribe to one channel every 30 days for free, so why not, why not subscribe to this one? Costs you nothing extra, kicks a little bit back to the channel, and you still get access to the emoticons, so win-win. But if you have absolutely no money to spend, I understand, money can be tight, I get that. But you can still support the channel for free. Absolutely nothing. First off, by sharing it. Letting people know the channel is here, let them know what we do, help grow the community. Because the bigger the community, the more we can do with more people. And feedback. Feedback and constructive criticism helps out immensely. Keeps the channel growing, keeps it moving forward, more importantly, keeps it from moving backwards. And you can do so when this episode shows up on YouTube later, where in the comment section below, you can let me know what you liked, what you didn't like, things you'd like to see more of, less of, or just other games you'd like to see played on the channel. And that is my shtick. That's my spiel. I'm out of here for today. We will be back tomorrow. But what would have been a Xenoblade day, I'm turning into a multiplayer day because I will not be here for Saturday. And I know that there's a subset of the community that really looks forward to the multiplayer Saturdays. So, because I have to be at my sister's wedding on Saturday, I have to be up bright and early. Can't rightly be here doing this. So, we'll be back tomorrow with a multiplayer Friday, where we will be doing some Deep Rock Galactic, because I finally have my first dwarf that needs promoting. And I know Tyro wants to fix his mistake from last time and not getting the Oktoberfest items. So I hope you'll join us, whether to play or to hang out, whichever one. I hope to see you all back. But that's tomorrow. As for today, I'm out. As always, thank you so much for hanging out with me. Thank you so much for being here. Have yourselves a fantastic morning, afternoon, evening, or sleep, whichever one you're heading towards. And I will see you all next time.